Hello, welcome to my Saturday night stream. Woo! You know it's Saturday night because I have a cocktail in a glass from a bar. I'm living large, living it up. Hope you guys are having a good weekend so far. Yes, I'm outside. I can't believe it's gonna be May tomorrow. It's gonna be May. How do I sound, y'all? This is a new location that I'm testing. Not only the equipment, I know the equipment works, but I'm testing to see if this particular location can hold a live stream because this is a place where I'm thinking about doing more shows here. I'm going to see if you guys can guess where I am. And then if no one gets it, I will announce where I am. That's right. I'm out here smoking a cigar. I'm going to get some lip gloss on it. I hope that's not a problem for you. I'm a little bit gay at cigars. Like I know you're not supposed to hold. You're supposed to hold it like because a joint you hold like this, and a cigarette you hold like this. Oh, this is gonna be mine for me, or we're just sharing too? Okay, this is a Macanudo, 1868, but then the wrapper says 1968. Who's gonna believe? Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing. I honestly don't even know how to smoke a cigar. No one's ever taught me. Now my microphone's gonna smell like cigar. Not a green screen, but thank you. Ew, now I have like cigar remnants on my face. I don't even think you have to like suck this one up for it to get going. I think it needs more suck power. Up there. Hey guys, don't inhale. That I did know. This one is going. This is an Avo, which is one of Gino's favorite cigars. An Avo Classic. Uvizian. I don't know what's happening. The other one might not have been lit. Yes, that's an interesting detail. What's the point then if you're just keeping the smoke in your mouth? Like, honestly, what's the point? Just to taste smoke? The taste of smoke? It's got a lot more flavor. Keep the burn even, otherwise you will waste most of it. This looks pretty even. Except for the back is a little gay. There's no point but mouth cancer. Wow, Juicy Fruit. Way to be a killjoy on a Saturday. How many things are you doing to yourself that might cause cancer? Also, like, we don't really do this that much. Yeah, I actually like the Avos better. I think I'm with Gino on that. This one is not really lit.
Yes, it is. It's just a harder pull.
It's a harder pull. The backside, see, this is lit. I'm sticking a cigar right into the camera. That's lit, but this part is not. This part is gay.
Take this one, then.
Okay. Get that one going.
I have it going.
You're supposed to inhale it anally. Oh, Chris Litch. Thanks for the super chat. Gosh, you're pretty. You're pretty. I need a better light. Ugh. I don't like the bits. Not a big fan of the bits. Okay. Firstly and foremostly, yes, happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. I hope that the signal is coming in strong. I got if you haven't noticed, I have new headlining dates and they're scrolling below. I'll be in Morris Plains, New Jersey next month, May 14th. That's a Saturday. At Tiff's Ale House in Morris Plains, New Jersey, aka the Dojo of Comedy. Check that out. I'm gonna be what? Yeah, I don't like that one either. Not only is it's a harder pull, but it's like it's not giving me much. It's not giving me, yeah. Let's just share this good one.
No, I'll try another one. Ask the chat. Should I just open another one?
Why not? YOLO.
Ask the chat which one I should.
Big deal. They're only $15 a pop. Okay, this is very important. This is for the filing cabinet. He's asking which he should have because this other one is kind of a bust. Should we do the Flathead 770, which we had last night and we didn't finish, but Flathead 770, or this one that looks like a penis, Toronto Vault. So this one or this one? Flathead or Toronto? Let us know if you have cigar experience. Anyway, you need a better light. Okay, well, this is just like I just took a light. Oh, now I'm very lit. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's better. This one light that I have goes very, very bright. Toronto, we got 1 vote for Toronto. The red one. Okay, so we have 1 vote for each. We need a tiebreaker. Okay, so I got dates, guys. Jersey, if you missed the Atlantic City show, come to the Tiff's Ale House show on May 14th. It's going to be a blast. My buddy Amanda Gale's going to be opening for me. I think Gina Hyena will be hosting. She's a blast. This is not my balcony. Yes, let me know if you have guesses in the chat as to where I am right now.
Are you doing beer on the balcony?
Oh my God, it's not beer on the balcony. It's a vodka on the balcony. Red. Okay, we got some votes for the red one. More votes for the red one than the other one. Deb is voting for the red one. Okay. No, I'm not in Florida. It's someone guessed Rome. I mean, that's close. Bimbo on the balcony. Yes, that's perfect. All I need is venti here. What's the price of each drink? Do you remember how expensive these were?
Yeah, about $10 to $12.
Yeah, they were all between 10 and 12. Maybe, I don't know. The most expensive one might have been 14.
I had this one last night. I liked it.
Yeah, I actually like the small cigarillos. Like as a joke, I think, God, was it last year? Someone gave me like a case of small, like white Russian flavored cigarillos. And those are actually like delightful because it's not a lot. Like I don't usually want that much. I'm not like a big smoker, but it's a little flavorful. It's a little fun and it's cute and small because I'm a girl. Yeah. This is not my balcony. Again, I do not live here. But I do like this angle. It looks like I'm okay. Let me finish doing my dates. So Jersey, May 14th. That's a Saturday. That's the next show. That's at the Dojo of Comedy, aka Tiff's Ale House. And then I'll be heading to St. Louis, Missouri, May 25th, and then to McHenry, Illinois, May 27th. Confirmed, bless you, confirmed. Crip Daddy will be opening for me at that McHenry show. It's about an hour away from Chicago. If you're a fan of Crip Daddy, I am such a fan of him. I am delighted to A, meet him, and B, perform with him. So he'll be on that show on May 27th. And I'm working on a few dates now for July. What? And okay, yeah. Okay, so additionally, so there's 527 at the Vixen in McHenry with Crip Daddy. And you're hearing it now for the first time. We are adding a very special show the next day, 528 in Chicago. Is that a Saturday? Saturday at Reggie's, May 28th. We are doing, for the very first time, a Simpcast live show. This is so exciting. Brittany Venti will be there. I, of course, will be there. And we are firming up the rest of the lineup. But this is going to be thrilling. It's going to be a shit show. First ever Simpcast IRL in real life live at Reggie's in Chicago, Saturday, May 28th. No, it's not going to be all plugs, Chris. I'm just doing this to test material and also to talk about Bill Burr, etc. So it's very, very exciting. And we're working on possibly a thing in Houston, possibly something in Orlando for the summer. And then September 8th, I'll be in Austin, Texas at Cap City Comedy Club. September 14th at the Helium in Philly. Tickets are on sale for all of these shows. Do I have the ticket link for the live Simcast? We're waiting on that, but it's definitely happening. I am not at the White House balcony.
Buffalo's happening in June or July.
What?
Buffalo. June or
Buffalo is. We're working on a date for Buffalo for June and July. Yeah, you hear that, upstate New York? I haven't forgot about you. Buffalo, baby. Buffalo, baby. Okay. So I'm seeing mixed feelings about people are talking about is this not good enough for a smoking jacket? This is just a regular jacket. So people have been talking about Bill Burr. Oh wow, he's all of a sudden just now. Oh my god. Woods Bear. Hi, Woods Bear. Just bought tickets for the St. Louis show. Yes, bitch. So excited to see you. Will Frank come too? I don't know. He's figuring it out. He has a lot to juggle. Thank you, Woods Bear. And I'm excited to see you in St. Louis. See you in St. Louis, Screwy. So yeah, everyone's talking about Bill Burr. My general opinion on this is like, yeah, now that it's safe, he's going to come out kind of in support of her. Although people have been saying he sort of supported her earlier on, I guess on a podcast. But this is out of Hollywood and Toto. Shout out to Christian Toto, a real journalist, a friend, a solid citizen. Bill Burr, liberals prove Gina Carano's point by firing her. Hard-charging comic calls out fellow progressives for bizarre cancellation. Bill Burr once called Gina Carano an absolute sweetheart after Disney fired her from The Mandalorian. The 50-year-old comic isn't done defending Carano. Burr, whose 2019 Netflix special Paper Tiger shredded the woke community, opened up on the subject in a new interview with the far-left Hollywood Reporter, probably because he's got something to promote. The occasion? Yep. Bill is working on his directorial debut, a parenting comedy called Old Dads. The wide-ranging interview touched on Burr's work, his marriage, and the ability to say what you want on a comedy stage today. Burr leaned the chat to Carano, though, when the subject of The Mandalorian came up, and he did so in ways many might not have expected. The comic called the former MMA star cool, and how unfair her dismissal from the Red Hot show was. I thought it was funny that the liberals proved her point. I'm trying to zoom in on my laptop. It doesn't do that. I thought it was funny that the liberals proved her point. They just use outrage because they don't like your politics. As someone who considers himself liberal, it's disappointing to see the left become how the right used to be when they went after the Dixie Chicks after they criticized George W. Bush. Man, that's a fucking old reference. Like, this is the last time the right gave anybody a problem. The Dixie Chicks. There's not a lot of people like that. Most are just trying not to get in trouble, aka they're pussies. There's this small collection of lunatics, either on the right or the left at any given moment, that cause hysteria. Sure, that's a safe take. And now there's so many media outlets that want eyeballs. They make money off advertising that they give attention to these crazy fringe people. Burr, who repeatedly barked at the outlet's progressive interviewer, says he mostly stayed quiet on the issue to keep pressure off the show itself and their co-stars, and probably to keep the heat off of himself. He slammed the mindset that brought Carano's dismissal, something he sees across the culture at large. That's somebody's opinion or their political beliefs. Makes people try to destroy their ability to make a living. It's fucking bizarre to me. Is it bizarre to you? Because you stayed very quiet for kind of a long time. What was she fired, like a year and a half ago? Fall of 2020? Right? Carano uncanceled herself by teaming up with counterculture voices like Ben Shapiro and Phlegm. No, that's not how you pronounce it. Phelim McAleer for projects including Terror on the Prairie and My Son Hunter. Yeah, so she sort of she moved on. She did not let herself be canceled. And people are criticizing Burr like, wow, this is so brave of you to come out and have her back now after all this time has elapsed. And some people think it's because he wasn't renewed. I guess for the next season of The Mandalorian. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, I'm not at the Olive Garden. Boobs. Boobs, congrats, by the way. Boobs account has like over 5,000 followers. I don't know if my boobs were being, I know that I was being shadow banned, thwarted, ghosted, or whatever, but I did not know if boobs was also being affected by the algorithms. So, boobs, do let me know if you have seen an increase in followers, like big time or regular. Because I've seen a crazy increase. Like, I think I've, 10% of my total followers I got in the last week. 7 or 8,000. Fucking crazy, man. Thank you guys, though. What's up, D Tudorashe? Thanks for the super chat. You should do a show in SA. You mean San Antonio? So me, Gary, and Comics Division don't need to travel to Libtown. Lol. Yeah, I'm definitely working on Dallas. I might have something working out for Houston. So is San Antonio near Houston? Oh, it's far.
It's gonna be Dallas, Austin, and maybe Houston.
Dallas, Austin, maybe Houston. Gary drove up and saw me in Vegas, like what, last year? That was pretty cool. No, I'm not at a Miami drug lord mansion, but it does look that way. It does look that way, pussycat. Huh. Boobs, you gained over 100 followers in the last day, so that's 50 per boob. Congrats. Oh my God. I don't know if I get like, if it's an anxiety thing, but I get like nervous. I feel like I have to constantly rub my nose. And it always seems to, like, I feel that way more when I'm like doing a stream. San Antonio is Central Texas. I should do a show in Beirut, Lebanon. Yeah, I'm not trying to get raped, Grendizier. Not saying where you live is rapey, but San Antonio is 3 hours from Houston. Yes, I am at Governor DeSantis' house in Florida. If I were in Florida right now, do you think I'd be wearing a jacket and a hoodie and a long sleeve shirt? Try again. Okay. Let's do, guys, I got some I want to square up some super chats. Super chats that we got from the Simcast. Oh, it burnt out.
I'll fix it.
Fix it, baby. And I've learned you can't like tap out an ash from a cigar. You have to mush it. Okay. From Aaron Larson. Right? Okay. From Aaron Larson. FYI, Viking is more of a job description than an ethnic label. The pirate analogy is apt. The correct ethnic label is Norseman, hence the title. Ah, interesting. From LPJ. What's up, ladies? I personally have a crush on Carol Roth. Big hair, small government. Ooh. I'll give her the message. From Jonathan Clancy. Have ye covered Hollywood's vial of blood thing yet? Oh, you mean the Megan Fox drinking Machine Gun Kelly's blood? Oh, but just a little. And just for sacrificial, what did she call it? Some kind of purpose. Special something. The word is escaping me. You know what I'm talking about. You know the thing. Clementine Ford, I'm here, Daisy. You can't get away from me. Looks like she got away. Pitland, good evening to you all, and a special hello to my favorite Australian YouTuber, Daisy. Also, a lot of Twitch streamers do more adult things in their streams, and that bears remembering. Good point. Pokemon. Hail, Simp Summoners. May you all get 1 million followers. Oh, thanks. Any excitement for Jurassic World Dominion in here? Is it a last bastion unwoked fandom? Yeah, I'm a little excited for it. I'll see it. Andy the Game Maker. It's not about the size of the ship, ladies. Uh-oh. That sounds like a penis-sized comment. LPJ, again. Carol, real question. What do you think about Deutsche Bank is the first big bank to forecast a U.S. recession? Ooh, well, If Carol was here, she would say, look, if they're already forecasting it, it means the recession is already here. B. Carswell, I think I could sell Venti as white to my family. Probably. And B. Carswell, again, can we talk about AOC flirting with Elon? Oh my God. Yeah, that was fantastic. She's so dumb. Eskimo call boy. Hey, Kumia, you've heard of Bobby Flay, the chef. Ever heard of Andrew Dice Flay? Like mention, okay, Monday, try to like, if you mention this on his show on Monday, maybe he'll do a Andrew Dice Flay act out for you. And William Ramsey, best breakup lines. Oh God. There's been so many. I should have written them down. God, I just kind of blacked them out of my memory. Paul Froelich, Nick Mullen is my uncle, and he R-worded me. What? Oh.
Retarded.
Took you against your will? Well, sorry about that. Cool. Now that that's out of the way. Okay, I'm going to look through to see if anybody has guessed where I am. Had negative growth in the first quarter. Could already be in a recession. Yeah, I agree with Simon. Yeah. That's what we were talking about on Friday Night Tights. That Frosk commented on Twitter that she wanted to drink Megan Fox's blood, no matter where it came from. Any of her holes. I don't even think I look cool. To be honest, I don't look cool doing this. I look like I'm playing a flute, like a kazoo.
Also, like that old guy with the big nose. Like,
the old guy with the big nose?
Yeah.
I don't like that the bits come out. Is that normal? Ugh. Okay. Ooh, no, baby, please don't go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, hey, Hunter Biden's laptop. Laptop. You think poop on the bed is bad? You should see the filth my owner stored inside me. Oh, I've heard stories. Laptop. I am not on the set of Rust. Good guess, though. Yes, FNT was arguing a lot about weekly versus binging. I think I agree with Gary more that weekly is better for hype, for building hype. And just sheer, like, right, it affords you more time to talk about a show. No, I'm not at Ann Coulter's place. Do you see a pool near me? Although, I should go back. Do you hear that?
Yeah, someone's down there.
Oh, someone's down there with like a phone. Okay, it's not that I'm pale. It's that the lights are very bright.
You want it yellower?
Should we make it yellower? Let's make me look yellow. Let's see if I can look. That's white, right? That's very bright.
Is that better or worse?
No, it's worse. It's too bright. Make me look Asian. Yellow it up a little. Okay, that's too dark. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay. That was good. Go back. That's good.
Sure.
Yeah, that's okay. Aha, YouTube me. Bill didn't support her. He said she's not what she posted. She's a sweetheart. He said she did something wrong, but she made a mistake. Okay. So it's just him basically like, I'm going to comment on it in the safest way possible.
Man, you should have Tyler Fisher. See if he can come on as Bill Burr.
Yeah. Where's Tyler Fisher? I'm gonna text him. Oh. Let's see what
Bill
Tyler.
Burr's so good.
His Bill Burr is so good. If you haven't seen Tyler Fisher's Bill Burr, you haven't lived. Tyler Fisher, can you come on my stream right now as Bill Burr? Oh yeah, and Bill Burr does not like his impression of him.
I don't think Bill Burr. I think he lost his sense of humor.
I think he did lose. I agree. I think he lost his sense of humor.
Not in a can't do stand up way, but like he takes himself too seriously.
Yeah, he thinks he's hot shit.
Disavowing Kumia, right?
Disavowed Kumia. Won't let Cumia be on any of the Patrice memorial shows.
It's fucked up. That's very fucked up.
Which is like, okay, well, now it's about something else. It's not about who was closest to Patrice. It is about who you like more. Boobs says, business, week to week, personal is better for binging, of course. I guess I agree with my boobs there. No, not in Rome. Okay. But I am upstate. I am in Callicoon at Villa Roma, which is an Italian, what would you call it? An Italian resort.
Sounds like the name of a place that Kumi would love to be at.
It does sound like
Sounds
Callicoon. It does sound like, I think Kumi would love it up here. Since we're talking about binging, my owner loves to binge Coke, a girl whose name starts with an H, and Ukrainian escorts. Thanks, laptop. Simon, what do you think are the good cigars? If these, we're not advanced here at cigars. We're at beginner level.
What's a good cigar?
So what's like a good one? Oh, God. I did that wrong. Oh,
You
fuck.
did like Pinocchio did in that island.
Bad. Lich, what chat of yours did I miss? Turn the lights off. I don't think I am outside. Chris doesn't think I'm outside. Turn the lights off for a second. Weirdo. Yeah. Ta-da, I'm outside. And it's not a green screen, so there. Like, I wish I had something to throw. I would throw it. That's good. That's good. Lich, I missed your super? Let's see. Let me scroll back. Have any of you guys ever been in upstate New York, like in the Callicoon area? Or have you been to Villa Roma? Have you heard of it? Probably not. It's a little known place. Oh, here it is. Chris Lich. Bill Burr is hopping on the anti-woke train because it is quickly becoming the popular thing. Also, are you going to be in Colorado at some point? I haven't been to Colorado in a couple of years. I would love to. I was at the Boulder, was it the Boulder Brewery? No, the place where I was at when I was last in Colorado. I think it was called the Boulder Brewing Company.
I didn't know you.
Pre you, so it must have been like 7 years ago. Because it was before my family friend's wedding. I'm not in the fourth tier balcony. Yeah.
They don't believe you're outside.
For real?
I think you have to go jump off the balcony and do it.
I'm not trying to scare the bartender in there. She looked over at me like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm outside. I guess because this looks so fancy that it looks like a green screen to you guys. Now I have that song in my head.
What song?
Woo, no, baby, please don't go. It was playing when we walked in the building. Dun, 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 dun. Imagine I sing so good they slap me with a copyright strike. How can we turn? Yeah. Yeah. I prefer a cigarillo. Cigarillo. Good job with almost pronouncing your name. I'll still drive up to Austin. It'll be worth it. To the Ratch. To the Roche. Let's see. Let's try again. To the Rache. To the Rache? Sachet. Okay. How is the stream? Really? You think it's my fault? The downfall of G4 is... Am I partially to blame for this? I just bought a simple $15 wig from Party City, and I sprayed it white and I cut it up and I bent a ring into the shape of a nose ring. Could I possibly have been?
How bad is Frost's Social Blade, by the way?
Let's look at Frost's Social Blade. What a great idea. Froskurin. Again, I'm still shocked that she hasn't blocked me. We're looking at
Blocked
Twitter.
me.
She blocked you, Frank?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Froskurin. How do you spell Froskurin? Froskur.
INN.
INN. Oh, two N's. Okay. Let's pull this up so you can see what's up with Frosk. You don't need a wig, honey. Just get your udders out. Okay. It is old. Have they updated this hotel?
Yes.
Yes.
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
Same thing.
Gosh. Duh.
It burnt down, remember?
It burnt down. The Jews burnt it down during Passover a few years ago. All right, so here we go. Here's Froskjoren. Oh dear. Oh no. This is not good.
Wow.
How? Damn. This is last
Very
30 days.
Detailed statistics.
Detailed stats.
Yeah. You'll actually see the drops.
Oh dear. Oh my. Well then. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. She's like hemorrhaging followers. Like she literally loses followers every single
What did she
day.
lose the other day? I can't see.
Daily average is -70.
For the last month. Wow.
The last 30 days she's lost 2,082 followers. Holy
How
shit.
did she lose when Musk took over?
I guess Homegirl was not affected by the algorithmic shifting. When did Musk take over?
You see those two big numbers that she lost?
Oh, 124 and 103?
That's not terrible.
Or 179 and 172, so 426 and 427. That might have been it.
Yeah.
Damn. Weekly followers gained for Frost. She gained 8,000. Why?
So it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
It's going to be a bumpy ride. Wow. This 1 week, the week of January 10th, 2022,
That was her meltdown, right?
she gained 8,600 followers for her meltdown and then lost them. I didn't lose them, but she leveled out. Well, shit. Is this her unfollowing people? Oh, this is October. This is 2018. Weekly tweets. Oh, this is her deleting
Look at all the
tweets, right?
tweets she deleted.
This is tweets deleted. She deleted?
Oh, she deleted them all, remember?
She deleted, right, all of her tweets on January 24th. She deleted 45,661 tweets. Wow. Right, same thing correlates with this big jump. She gained 8,000 followers.
She backed down to where she was.
And then a whoop boo. This is after she deleted them all.
Wow.
Oh boy. Poor Frosk. Damn, she is like this is a little embarrassing. Losing every day. Well, sorry, Frosk. Do you guys think it's my fault? Like, how much do you think I had to do with this? Literally, I wouldn't. Honestly, let's make it Gary's fault because he was like, hey, did you see this whole thing with Frost? Do you have a blonde wig? You know, on my own, it might have occurred to me to do an impression of her, but it was Gary's convincing that made it happen. Let's blame Gary. Wow. You know, but like, that was a very deliberate rant she did there. Like, she threw that up on a teleprompter. Like, she had to let people know that she was going to do that. She frostbit herself. Who's lined up for Monday's wet spot, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. And then I think my cigar stopped.
Out again.
It's
Nope,
like
keep pulling. In, out. Pull. Yeah, keep going.
bleh. I hate the bits.
You're not supposed to chew it.
I'm not chewing it. The bits just come off
Kind of chew
when
it.
I suck.
Yeah. Well, if anybody has a smoking fetish, they're loving this stream.
Smoking fetish is not a thing. Is it?
Yeah.
What am I looking at? Oh yeah. Bet spot for Monday. Can you believe tomorrow is May? I'm not prepared. Isabella DeLuca, which I am half betting that she's gonna flake on. Whatever Amy. And do you know of anybody else? Filing cabinet?
I will check in a second.
Okay. Let me text Isabella DeLuca. By text, I mean in Twitter message. Isabella DeLuca. Be like, girl, we still on for tomorrow? Or
You got Zia and Amy.
Zia and Amy tomorrow. Okay.
The following week, you got Elsa coming back.
Elsa's coming back the Monday after next. Nice. It's Tyler Fisher writing me back. He's at a show. Good for you. Okay, no Tyler Fisher tonight. So yeah, Elsa Jean will be back next Monday. But tomorrow we have Isabella DeLuca, Zia, and whatever Amy. No, I'm not on OnlyFans. Guys, I know how it would go down. Thank you. It's only 3% my fault. If I were to go on OnlyFans, first of all, like my body is not ready. I'm really trying to get it's taking. I mean, yeah, as I sit here and drink alcohol, my body, I need to get ready for summer. But even if I were, I don't know. I just don't think it would ever be enough or like good enough for you guys. I feel like there would be, even if I tried to look like really good, I think it would just never be enough for people. They would be like, more nudity, show us your butthole, open your cooch. It's a slippery slope, is what I've heard from like whatever Amy. She started out being like, I'm just gonna do lewds, and then the rest is history. Wilson Tavares. Ooh, this is a super chat from a Latin X man. Bill Burr got a taste of Hollywood, and to remain in Hollywood, you have to sell your soul. That's why we respect Gina for fighting against it. Yep. She was like, fuck that shit. As is Busted Controller. Oh, thanks for the $20, Controller, for your awesome job on Tabletop. Oh my God, you saw that? That was funny. Maybe a Grace Randolph or Jen Psaki next time. For those of you that don't know, Geeks and Gamers launched a new channel called Tabletop, which I guess has to do with like specific dorky computer games, of one of which is Dungeons and Dragons, which I'd of course heard about for years. How do you not hear about it? But I had never played it. And I was messaged by let's see, what is his name? I need to look it up. Erudai from Geeks and Gamers hit me up, and what he did not tell me was the strong element of Dungeons and Dragons, which involves like role play, and yeah, you're constantly queuing each other up. Like I've done improv for years, that I have no problem with, but I just like, I had no idea I was getting all these verbal cues to like create a backstory and elaborate and set up exposition. I just had no clue. And of course it's complicated just to figure out like how to control the game and how to bring up your character's window and how to pick like what action you're going to do. So I was pretty awkward, and I had and in the chat I'm writing like, what is happening? Help! Like in between, like trying to get help from the chat. But they were very gracious and patient with me on my first time. And I had a lot of fun despite how terrible I was. What did they say? I was tactically horrendous. That's what someone said. They called my performance tactically horrendous, which I'm not going to forget, guys. Thank you. No, I'm not at the White House. I'm at Villa Roma.
How's your drink?
My drink is, I'm nursing it, so I'm good. No, I've been streaming. I've been focusing on this and sucking down that cigar.
Okay. I'm gonna get another drink.
Yeah, get
I got a
crunked.
buzz from this cigar. Is that crazy?
No, is it crazy to get a buzz from a cigar? I don't think so.
So,
Backhand, Chrissy, you can't please everyone. True. Not even escorts can please everyone. I've seen it. We're ready for our close up. All right, boobs. Smell the night air. That's it. That's all you're
somebody
getting.
throws a $20 super chat, I'll get Chrissy a shot.
If what?
Someone throws a $20 super chat.
If someone throws a $20 super chat, I
Get a
have to do a
shot.
shot.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for having my back. You're trying to get me drunk.
No.
You shouldn't do it unless you really want to. I have thought about it, and I absolutely see how if you are in need of rent money, that becomes a very tempting option.
The stream's holding up, though.
The stream appears to be holding up. Yeah, the bars are here.
We need someone to jump in, though, so we can see it.
We need someone to jump in so we can test
I
the.
messaged a couple people. I don't know if
Okay.
you want to throw a tweet out there.
Okay.
Saying
I'll
somebody's
tweet.
on.
Maybe somebody in the chat wants to come in. Would that be a horrible idea?
We don't know who they are.
Wait a second. Chrissy has got off the Titanic face. Thank you. Got off the Titanic. That's like wet and like confused.
Or satisfied that you survived.
Okay.
It could go either way.
I'll take it. Well, who was on the Titanic? Mostly the wealthy.
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Is it because I have too much eyebrow pencil today? Yeah.
All right, I'm getting another drink.
Get a drink. Frank is drinking a Di Serono. Oh, are you checking to see if somebody throws
Yeah,
a
someone
20?
throws a 20.
Kyle Kluken. When you do your next content house, you should play Dungeons and Dragons the old-fashioned way: pen, paper, and dice. Find the books and have fun. All right, that's not a bad idea. I had a decent time doing it. Andy the Game Maker. Where did the Legal Bites podcast episode go? Is it only on Twitter? Andy, I am re-releasing that podcast on Tuesday. So what I do is I do a live stream of an interview with somebody, and then I unlist it immediately, and then I repost it. I re-upload it for a different day. And I find that doing it that way gets more eyeballs on it. I could be wrong, but I think it's been working pretty good. But I get that it is confusing because you're like, oh, I saw that you were going live. Where the fuck is the episode? So sorry if that's confusing. Yeah, I think he does want me to get tipsy. He thinks he'll get lucky tonight. He thinks I'm going to put out my holes. Pena! What's up, JS? Thought Bill did this already. Better late than never. Yeah.
You want this?
Oh, to read this out?
Yeah, if they want to know what's going on here.
Okay. I don't know if you guys are familiar with upstate New York. JS Pena. Gina was fired last year in February, not fall 2020. Ah, okay, you're right. Last year in February. So that's still like, okay, almost a year and 2 months ago. Okay. You guys want to know what's going on here with this is an activity sheet for Villaroma here. I need a game master. Chicago Box, can you be my game master? Okay.
You need security, by the way, in Chicago.
I need security in Chicago. Okay, I have had people in my DMs offering their security services, so I may have to hit them up. But guys, we're good. Looks like we're gonna need a little bit of security in Chicago for this live Simcast show on Saturday, May 28th. So if you or anybody you know is a security person, hit me up. Or just a Simcast fan that's like, you know, if you're taller than me, then you could be security, and I'm 5'3". That seems fair. If you can make like a mean looking face, send me pictures of your mean looking face, and if you have the meanest looking face, you will be chosen to do security. Ugh, it's broken. It's dead. Ugh. It was just like cigar air.
Why do you keep letting it die?
What?
You keep letting it die.
I'm letting it die. Uh-oh, I ashed on the table.
You just put it in. It fell in your purse.
Ew, I just
just
ashed
did
into
that.
my purse. Oh no. Ew, it's in there. Gross. That's gross.
Do you want me to let this sit so you drink your drink and leave this for later?
Okay. Backhand, you're in Australia. That's a bit too far. All right. Time to read the activities. These are the activities that happened today, Saturday, April 30th. 7 a.m. Catholic Mass, open to all, even the Jews. 10:15 a.m. doubles bocce ball tournament, open to all guests. Super team, no signups after the tournament starts. Bless you. 11 a.m. interactive Doc's car caravan to the little holiday farm experience. Doc will lead you a half a mile away to feed the chickens, see the bunnies, and meet the miniature horses. I could have pet animals today, Frank. God damn it. Can we keep an eye out so I can pet his animals next time?
Yeah, we walked by it.
He has bunnies and miniature horses and chickens. No charge. Donations are welcome. Wow, that's really nice. Oh, man. Maybe I can we see if we can find him tomorrow and he can just take me to the animals and I can just pet them? Like a low key. I'll just like throw him like I'll just slip him a 20
I mean, you'll be at a different zoo next month in Chicago.
and I'll be like, let me pet your horse.
Animals.
Okay. Doc's 3.5 mile Healthy Heart Road Power Walk. Doc will lead you up and down a series of very steep hills. I wonder where they go for that.
Probably what we did.
Probably like,
It's probably the bigger one. That we have
okay, 3.5 miles. Left, center, right. That's a dice game. Horse racing. These are the names of the horses. Peter's Meat Market, Iggy, Eddie Dabuki, Armando Belli, Striker Pete, Louis the Uber driver, comedy star Chris Monty. Got a horse named after him.
Wow.
Comedy star Chris Monty. I think just Chris Monty is funny.
People know who Chris Monty also is?
Do you guys know who? What?
Former flame of.
Yes, former flame of Christine Meehan Berg, current, and she is now current wife of Aaron Berg. Tommy Lexus, L&B Spumoni Gardens. That's too long. It should just be called Spumoni. The Great Greco. Then at 4 o'clock, jackpot bingo with Doc. 5:15, cornhole tournament open to all guests. 2 per team, no signups after the tournament starts. 5:30, Catholic Mass again. You could do 2 Catholic Masses in a day. 7:30, Tom's Texas Hold'em, 21 and older. What?
Tom's the guy that had a stroke. He's like
Tom had a stroke?
Yeah, he's a nice heavyset dude.
Okay. Texas Hold'em. Except you have to hold up his face because he had a stroke. 8 p.m. to 9:30, bonfire night with Big John. If you would like s'mores tonight, kits are for sale. Wow.
For sale?
They don't even provide.
I thought you said kids.
No, kits, not kids.
Okay.
Kids are not for sale. The kits, the s'mores kits are for sale until 8 in the gift shop. Damn it, we just missed it. Who the fuck? Oh my God. 8 o'clock, doubles bocce ball tournament. 9:30, doubles 8-ball tournament. I don't think that has to do with cocaine. 9:30, the Villa Roma proudly presents Showtime, starring awesome singer-entertainer Joanna M. Gass. Let me look this girl up. What's her following like? Let's see if she's on Twitter. Joanna Gass, 2 S's. Not on Twitter. Actually, she is. Wow, she has 56 followers on Twitter. But she also hasn't tweeted since 2018. I performed here once. I don't think they liked me because I was not a man or Italian. Are you still cool with Chrissie Feehan? You mean Karen Feehan? I think so. I mean, I'm constantly inviting her to do shit. See, they're saying that you needed a mic, Frank. People want to hear you. Well, you can hear him on the Simcast tomorrow. I am doing a battle with myself. I am bursting the content house. Oopsies. Front porch. Sup, porch. Chrissy, we got a cigar recommendation. Try an Isla del Sol. It's light and has a sweet flavor. Also, use the end of your tongue and tap the end of the cigar. This packs in the little flakes. Thank you.
Yeah, like
the bits. You have to go like.
Tongue, like Chip Chipperson tongue.
You have to do a Chip Chipperson tongue. Let's remember Isla del Sol.
Isle of the Sun.
Yes, Isle of the Sun. Sun Island. Not a bad recommendation. Kay Roberts is testifying.
We can have somebody jumping in that could weigh out on Bill Burr.
Boobs wants to know about Pimpcast. They still haven't forgotten. Who wants to jump in?
Mr. Josh Denny might be jumping in.
Yes, Josh Denny. Yes, that's Volga.
But I think your fans sometimes like it's always just you.
I don't know why. No, I'm kidding. So who has custody of Aaron Berg's penis? Probably Christine. How many penises do I have custody of? All of yours watching right now.
Yeah.
Give them to me. Send them in a self-addressed envelope. Actually, the Jews were here for Passover. I think they come here every Passover. They rent the whole place for 2 weeks. They clean the whole thing because it has to be like kosher cleaned. They gotta clean all the Christian fumes out of the place. Is that Doc at the bar right now? Is that him?
No.
Okay.
That's the Drunk Knights of Columbus, man.
Oh, okay. There's Knights of Columbus here this weekend. We were up here last night. I was listening to a lot of guys here from Staten Island, Long Island. My people.
Drunk racist Staten Island guys.
Drunk racist Staten Island guys, aka salt of the earth dudes. But yeah, the Jews were here for 2 weeks. They scrubbed the place down. They Jewed it up. I've mentioned this on other streams, but they had an eruv. They had a sign called ERUV, and I looked it up. It basically means like Jewish loophole. It's a place where they can go, I think, and be on their phones during the Sabbath and do things that they normally are unable to do on the Sabbath. It's like, okay, you're not really allowed to do it, but like if you must, here's where you go. So I think that's pretty cool. It's cool to learn about other people, cultures. I support the current thing. The crowd is melting down. Ooh, no, baby, please don't go. Do you think I'll ever find out who Chrissie Mayr's boobs is?
I kind of hope not.
You're saying no?
It's kind of. I used to think it was Marshall.
Yeah.
And who else did we think it was?
We thought it was Marshall. Now we're like, what if it's Chad Zumach? But he hates me too much. Sad Zumach hates me too much to run an alt account in my name. Pimpcast would be Gino Bisconti, Ryan Kinnell, Frankie McDonald, and Andrew Harms.
What about me and Hickson?
Of course, Frank and Hickson. That's a given.
I thought Marshall would be fun on it.
Marshall would be great on it. Yep. They are very hypochondriac people. Oh, we gotta clean it up. Yeah, it's always pretty clean here.
You see this?
What?
I saw people tagging it.
What?
Apparently, Jeanine Garofalo was at Legion of Skanks.
Someone's just putting in the chat.
And I saw people posting pictures.
What happened? Michael Trevino. Yeah, the Legion of Skanks crew, that Louis Gomez, they were a little too much recently for Jeanine Garofalo. She was in the crowd but left abruptly. Where can I see more about this? Twitter? Do you guys have the inside scoop about Jeanine Garofalo? I met her once a couple years ago. We did a Comedy Central. We did a Comedy Cellar podcast together. And she seemed obviously liberal, but like nice enough to me. She did take over the conversation.
Obnoxious. She's so stuck on the crazy liberal progressive train, like she can't even have a conversation with anybody else.
Yeah. She's in a mental rut, it seems. So if the money we have spent in Ukraine since January, including this new package, don't remind me, every United States citizen, including children, could be given the sum of $188 million as a refund. Oh, come on. It didn't seem like Jeanine was upset. Oh, okay, so she just walked out. Decent actress, unfunny stand-up.
You know, she thinks she's smarter than she really is. Like she thinks she's this brilliant George Carlin-esque type.
Okay. She's been relevant since the 90s, right? That's good. That's a thing. Let's see. Should I go to blast.com?
What's that?
It's just another take on this Bill Burr thing. Blast.com, only the most credentialed news. Bill Burr still believes Gina Carano's Star Wars firing was effing bizarre. The two starred together on Mandalorian before Carano was handed a pink slip for her conservative social media posts, although she tweeted about voter fraud, mocked mask wearing, and openly questioned jab effectiveness. The final straw came when she shared a post comparing being a conservative today with being Jewish in Nazi Germany. She's so pretty. The hashtag Fire Gina Carano was picking up steam. The talent agency UTA dropped her as a client, and Lucasfilm slammed her comments as abhorrent and unacceptable before saying that her character Cara Dune would not return to season 3 of The Mandalorian. It was also believed that the Rangers of the New Republic spinoff was canceled because she was in talks to play the lead. A month later, Bill called Carano an absolute sweetheart. Well, that doesn't really defend much. That's kind of a safe take. He went on to call her super fucking nice, super nice fucking person. Okay, that's does nothing. Unless she did something truly horrible, unless she did some truly horrible shit or said overly racist shit, I don't know. I just think I think there is just too many channels, and then you got to do sensational shit. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm on that fucking show. Now I got to watch what the fuck I say. Oh, because you were scared. I get it. You don't want to lose your bag. Although it's been over a year since Carano got fired, comedian Bill Burr, who plays Miggs Mayfield on the series, is still showing his support. Yes, quietly and safely.
Such a strange position to take, isn't it?
It is strange. It's like, where were you when it first happened?
He doesn't realize he's just like a couple levels down from like a Chris Rock and Seinfeld. He's uncancelable if he wants to.
Bill Burr is definitely uncancelable. He's definitely at that level. He could have really made a real impact. Maybe he doesn't realize like the power he has or could have had. Or he does know and he's just being safe. All right, some of this is from the other article. Okay, this whole thing with Gina, you can't chime in when shit's happening because then you cause static for the other people on the show. That's somebody's opinion or their political beliefs. Makes people try to destroy their ability to make a living. It's fucking bizarre to me. Yeah, and I'm sure you felt that way earlier and you just didn't say anything. I love the whole idea that somebody can go back 8 years. And again, this comes off like so like what the fuck use is you saying this now? I love the whole idea that somebody can go back 8 years in somebody's Twitter feed and be like, what about this? And continued. And nobody says you had to go back 8 years to find something. Sounds like this is a pretty good person if you had to go back 8 fucking years. Meanwhile, there are people who get paroled from prison every day who've done so much worse and they're allowed to put their lives together. Bill, you should have said this right when Gina got fired. You can have 20-year wars. You can create synthetic heroin. You can fucking poison the food supply. You can do all that shit and it's barely going to read, he went on. They did a study the other day that 85% of people have plastic in their body. Horrifying. Who's going to be held accountable for that? Nobody. But I could tell you 5 different topics that if I did jokes about, I would get in more trouble than the people who call. Well, then do that, Bill, and then make a point and do something with your life. Make a fucking impact because you are uncancelable right now. Why not push the envelope? Bill Burr says he doesn't do well with being famous. I don't know. Sounds like he's toeing the line. Sounds like he's doing a pretty good job so far. Although Burr may be seen as a loud personality, he tends to avoid red carpet events and celebrity functions. I've been able to avoid a lot of them because of how I look. Nobody gives a shit about a bald, redheaded. No, you could go to these things if you wanted to. Being out and being known is loud. I don't do well with it, he continued. There are people who are electrifying and they should be there, and I love watching them. But I loved how the BC Boys would put out an album, do a tour, and then disappear for a couple years. Just as you're thinking, hey, what happened to those guys? Bam, they drop another album and blow your mind again. I also think that for a comedian, the more you can have a regular life, the more a crowd can relate to you. Okay. But I think you can go That's a good question for you guys. Can you go to these red carpet events sometimes or all the times? Like, can you go to them and still be seen as like a regular person? No, because once you're there,
you're on the red carpet.
Once you're on the red carpet, you're
invited or your publicist got you to pass.
okay. So he does not want to be seen as a celebrity. All right. I understand that. That being said, Burr feels a difference in the way he's performing stand-up as opposed to a few years ago. I like how I'm seeing the world now, and I feel like I'm doing less of this and more of this. He said, I've made every mistake you can make pretty much. I've hurt people and I've helped people. At the end of the day, you just want to have more good stuff on that side of the ledger than bad stuff. Okay. Good for you. Oh my God. How long has he been sitting here for? Josh, Denny, holy shit, man. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome to my beer on the balcony.
Is that a real bag? I thought that was green screened.
No, everyone thinks it's fake. It's real.
Wow. You're perfectly centered.
Yeah.
That's cool. You got balcony money now, Chrissy? That's nice.
No, I don't have balcony money. I'm at a very communal space up at Villa Roma. Yeah, show the fucking look.
Nice.
This is very much not a green screen. And there's the inside the bar. Yep. There we go. Pretty good.
You're just incredibly well centered.
Yeah, I'm a centered bitch.
Literally and metaphorically, right?
Yeah.
Spiritually. Yeah, Bill Burr lost all respect from me when he remained silent over the Gina Carano thing. And honestly, like, it's funny because every time people bring up like their comedy Mount Rushmore, I'm like, these fucking pussies who don't stand up for comics or don't, just don't get involved because they're afraid of losing their bag. They get no respect from me. I don't give a shit how great you are at comedy. If you don't stand up for this shit, go fuck yourself.
He's talented enough and I think uncancelable enough that like even if he lost the Disney gig over sticking up for Gina Carano, he'd be a fucking hero. Like he would get respect. He would get a gig at the Daily Wire just like Gina did. People would be like, yeah, this guy's he is walking the walk. He is standing up for the fucking anti-woke people.
Yeah, but Bill is genuinely terrified of being called a conservative in any way, shape, or form. Like, even being a longtime conspiracy theory and anti-government guy, Bill is terrified of being lumped in with people on the right. Like, there's no greater death for him.
That's what I thought, like, literally during the Bush era. It's shocking to me that, like, his views haven't matured or evolved at all. Like, it just seems like, look around at who's being deemed a conservative. Like, you and I are people call us conservatives, and it's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I am the leader of the alt-right now, apparently. So
yeah.
That's why I love when people are like, these right, that's one thing that's great about Elon with Twitter is like, not only is he buying it, but he's become super fucking active on it. I mean, he always was, but I feel like I'm seeing so much more of his stuff now. And,
probably because they took his shadow ban away.
Yeah, he just went in and took his name off the list. Yeah, but he's just sort of like flame throwing the status quo. And anybody who's not doing that right now is a pussy. Yeah. I just have no room in my life anymore for people that are pussies. And I just have no interest in, socializing with comedians who are like, I just can't afford to like have an opinion about these things. It doesn't matter to me that much. And it's like, yeah, because it doesn't have to, because you're not an artist. You're a fucking pretender.
Right. When you play it safe, to me, that says you're you care more about being famous than you do about being a comic.
Listen, I'll say this about a mutual friend of ours. I like Aaron Berg, but when he started like whining to Gino about saying the N-word, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. Like, what the there is nothing worse than one of your friends making you defend who you are to them. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are?
This is know him.
This is who I am. And if you don't like it, you've had, I don't know, 20 years to fucking decide that and not do it publicly. Yeah. I don't know. I just that whole thing. And I haven't had a chance to say anything to Berg about it directly, but I would go, I think you did your friend like a fucking pussy, dude.
Yeah, to me, that looks like, damn, this is what happens. Like, this is the reward for working with you closely for years. It would appear that loyalty does not matter, and who knows to the extent to which he tried to talk things out with Gino or adjust his behaviors or what. He never really made it clear what exactly he had the problem with.
Yeah, and I'll say this, it's like, and yes, is Gino a fucking rock in a sandstorm? Of course. Is he completely inflexible and refusing to budge ever? Yeah, that's what anyone who loves Gino loves about him. Yeah. Is that motherfucker will like, if it's time to sink with this ship, he'll be the first to throw the anchor overboard and dive. Like, yeah. So that, to me, I'd rather take somebody who is flawed, who is consistent and loyal, than somebody who's like, isn't it time we grow up and stop saying these words that offend people? Fuck you.
If that's how he really felt, he wouldn't have joined up with Louis J. Gomez, because he is someone who also says the N-word and also isn't PC and doesn't you know what I mean? Isn't sucking up to Hollywood. Like, he's another anti-woke dude. So to me, it's a lateral move.
Yeah, in a way, right? But there's this weird thing where the Legion of Skanks guys they are not considered right-wing by anyone other than the comedy community. Okay. Like everyone in the media would call you and I fringe right-wing comedians, but they don't call the Legion of Skanks guys that. The only person who lumps them in with us is Seth Simons.
Right.
So
yeah, and he's totally irrelevant. So
right, exactly. Like, outside of the comedy community, nobody knows who that is or any of that. So it is, in a weird way. It's like, listen, man, I'll just say this. My loyalties are to Gavin and to Censored TV and to you guys at Compound and my friends. If the Daily Wire came and handed me a check for $200 million tomorrow, I'd be like, nah, because I don't want you guys to talk to me about how much I say fuck. And I don't want to be told I can't say faggot or pussy or whatever I want to say. Like, yeah, is it worth it? And listen, man, everybody's different. And yeah, I'm sure Bill Burr is like, yeah, I won't say faggot anymore for $200 million Disney dollars because he has a daughter and a wife.
You think that's what he's getting paid?
I'm sure through everything, he's probably worth a couple $100 million. That's not just his Disney deal. Like, he's got an overall deal at Netflix. He's got I think All Things Comedy now has an overall deal at Netflix.
Wow.
So yeah, he's got these major production deals. He doesn't want to fuck up the bag. And it's like, and you know what it is ultimately is that Bill doesn't want to do the amount of work it takes to be on our side of the aisle. It takes a lot more work. You got to do a lot more shit yourself. Yeah. Because you don't have the machine behind you.
Yeah.
Chappelle wasn't afraid to walk away from the machine. Right. I don't think Rogan is afraid to walk away from the machine. Without the machine, Bill Burr doesn't have a career.
Right.
Bill's not going to go hand out flyers to his own shows anymore. Like, these guys get to a level where they just go I'm done working at this.
Yeah, would Bill Burr do look at CK? He had to put his own specials out on YouTube.
Right. They're not going to do that.
Yeah,
they're not going to do that. They're not going to. It's like it's a weird thing, man. And the other one too that I worry about. I was very pleased with the way that he.
And Jim here thinks that Berg had all his best episodes pulled off Compound Media because he's trying to get a corporate job. Yeah, many of the funniest. But kind of most disgusting, most kind of you could say I don't know, sassiest episodes were pulled off.
Listen, I had corporate gigs when I started doing comedy, and at different points the corporate gigs started to have a problem with the comedy. I chose comedy. And I chose it at a much younger age in life, and I chose it in a situation where I was making a lot of fucking money in my corporate jobs. I had jobs where I was making, $125,000 a year with $50,000 annual bonus potential for a single guy. That's great money. Wow. And I walked away from that.
That's great money.
And I walked away from that going nah, you're not going to tell me I can't do comedy.
Steadley, this is Josh Denny, my good buddy, and you can watch him on Censored TV. And he's a fellow alt-right comedian, as am I guess.
Fellow Nazis. I have a big announcement here. I'll do it before we log off. I have a big announcement.
Finally coming out of the closet. Oh my God, it's about time.
I wish. Do you know how easy my life would be if I were gay? None of this would stick. You'd go if I were gay, people would be like, Tim Dillon who?
You would be a gay ginger icon. There are not enough gay gingers, period. So that's a niche that needs to be filled.
I'll tell you, I've watched enough dick get sucked to where I know I'd be good at it.
Honestly, all you need is enthusiasm and spit. The rest you can figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's mostly effort and attitude, right?
Yes, attitude.
You could be real shitty at most jobs as long as you like have a great attitude about it, right?
Yeah, and if you have a great attitude, that means you'll be willing to learn. But yeah, nobody wants to look down and see somebody like bored sucking their dick or like, you know what I mean, like phoning it in or looking. Don't catch any girl like looking at their watch while they're like sucking, sucking your dick or like counting down from 60.
The most traumatizing thing of the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial is just how much I know that woman's face from people I've had sex with in the morning.
Oh,
that's the face so many of them made. I've probably been a lot of women's bottoms, which qualifies me to be a homosexual. So
you started from the bottom, now you're here.
Yeah, I think I've turned enough women gay to where I count.
I have turned at least 2 men gay. Definitely one of my college boyfriends, and and somebody else I hooked up with from improv. So.
Well, if they were in improv, I hate to tell you, but the gay train was in motion before you ever got there. The gay
train was in motion, and they had to take one last stop at Chrissie Mayr and then go, yep, bring on that dick.
Hey, I wonder if Chrissie Mayr's boobs is one of those guys that is now gay.
No, none of those people are fans of me or watch what I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I have sort of lost faith in it's like some of these big guys, like it's like where's the punk rock in what you do? I mean,
he thinks him saying something now only to promote his new thing is like him being brave, and it's like it's so not. He's out of touch. It's like, yeah, he doesn't want to do these red carpet events, but it's like you're also out of touch.
Bro, suck my whole dick that you're just coming out like a year later. And this is what I hate is when they're like, yeah, isn't it weird? Isn't it like weird how just like, isn't it weird how they just take everything away from everybody? And it's like,
is this your first day on Earth, buddy? Bro, is this your first day in Hollywood? Are you kidding me?
I had to do a GoFundMe because I lost a fucking job that was supposed to pay me a lot of money on day 2 because some twat who didn't even work in my department was like, I saw something on the internet about him a year ago and it was offensive. And she went to HR and they were like, that's enough for us. Get rid of him. So it's like this idea. It's like can you believe people lose stuff? Yeah. The people you've never even heard about have lost their entire fucking lives for this shit. Yeah. What have you ever sacrificed, dude? Yeah. Like, what have you sacrificed?
What have you sacrificed for the fucking, for comedy, for the effort? You know what
you're not and it's good. Like, and you're not. Yes, listen. I'm not going to try to say Bill Burr's not funny. Bill Burr's brilliant.
Not everyone's here to be a fucking hero, Josh. Like, not everybody gets into comedy to make a statement or to be a fucking hero.
What are we? But then you gotta be. Then you gotta be one of the fucking. I mean, some people believe Bill's one of the all-time legends, but I don't even think Bill's the funniest white guy around right now.
Is this because he's also a ginger?
No, not at all. Listen, Louis is the funniest ginger. It's not even close. I watch Louis and I'm like, why am I even trying? But no, I look at guys like Attell and it's like, the level of brilliance that a guy like Dave Attell has that gets slept on because, he's not in TV shows, he's not in movies, as much.
Do you think Dave Attell is resentful?
I don't think you'll ever know if he is, but I think there's a part of him. So like back in the day, so Dave is the reason I decided to start doing comedy. I met him. The first show I ever went to in a club was Dave Attell's show. And then some years later on MySpace, I was a couple years into comedy and he got his first hour special, Captain Miserable. And I did this blog on MySpace about how overdue it was and how fucking great this guy was forever. And that he had to wait like 20 years into his career to get an HBO special, which is absurd. And he went into the comments and commented on it and was like, thanks for the shout out and everything. And yeah, it's like, it kind of sucks being the last guy before the internet, which was kind of his comment. But it's like, it had to be so infuriating for guys like Attell to look at guys like Dane Cook and go, oh, you can be like a C+ And if you know how to use the internet, you'll blow by me in a heartbeat.
Well, I know that for a fact is how some people feel about me, and I never purport to be like the world's funniest. You know what I mean? Like I definitely know I'm not the funniest stand. I'm not even top fucking whatever. Name a number.
First of all,
I'm just trying to be better than I was last year.
Put the humility aside. You're fucking way better than I think people give you credit for. And your album didn't stay at #1 on Amazon for a month because you're good at the internet.
Oh.
Right? And I said this to Frank and to you last week when you were doing your thing about people talking shit about you at Compound. I was like, dude, go back and look at Chrissie's fucking YouTube. You've literally pumped out, I don't know, 2,000 videos since the start of the pandemic. You guys have, you know how you game the algorithm? By never not working. If I worked half as much as you did, I would probably be further in my career. So it's like, I fucking totally dismiss this idea of like, oh, that this isn't deserved. Literally, if I go to your YouTube, you've put up probably 17 clips since we fucking started. You know what I mean?
I had to hire. It took me a minute to realize like I have to hire a couple dudes to make clips. You know?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. But like, but I'm not doing that, right? I didn't have the foresight to do that or the initiative to go make that happen. You did. So I have no right to be jealous of your success, and no one else does either. If you've laid the roadmap, if anything, you just showed everybody how to do it. Just put up so much shit that you can't be ignored.
and irritatingly regular with posting.
Yeah, but you know what it is though, and this is the truth about the world of comedy now. You can dislike TikTok, you can dislike. I hate it all, right? But the fact is why it is so successful is because it allows you to pump out hours where people go, oh, this isn't a bit that Chrissie's doing. This is who she really is. Like, and this is what I like about her. And then other fans of yours will go, oh, it's cool you like that about her. I actually like this about her. It's just they get to see the whole picture of who you are, not just who you are for an hour on stage or a podcast once a week or whatever. And it's like, we're not just selling our act anymore. We're selling everything about us. And
yeah. And tune in for our OnlyFans. Is that your big announcement, Josh? You're selling a-hole pics now?
Yeah.
I would trust me,
if I thought I could sell $10 of naked pictures of me on OnlyFans, I'll be splayed out on that motherfucker all day.
I would buy the first one. I'd be like a supportive aunt.
I asked Candace, I was like, what do I do? And she's like, you could probably do anything. You'd be shocked. And I was just like, ugh.
Yes,
I feel like once I feel like OnlyFans is the same. Like I don't do an OnlyFans for the same reason I don't run for any political office, because like the minute I turn that corner, there's no looking back. So I don't want to be the guy who's like, I used to do comedy and now I just show the inside of my asshole every Tuesday.
It's a medical video.
Yeah, but I also think like, I don't know. I just look at it this way. Like I have friends that are on OnlyFans, and you don't have to see them more than twice to be like, I know all their holes. So.
Right. That's what I worry about. I'm like, once people have seen it, it's like people will get bored. And the reason why people are still asking is because they haven't seen it yet. And like men are particularly novelty seeking. And it's natural to want to ask for that because you're like, ooh, it's like, she's not a porn star. She's like a chick I know. I want to see what her fucking nipples look like. But it's like, once you see them, you will get bored of them and then be like, all right, who else am I going to ask to see their nipples? You know?
Yeah. There really is like a magic to like performance and energy, because like curiosity will get anybody through the door. But if you don't have some sort of magnetism that keeps me like wanting to see new content, I guess like, and in a lot of ways, OnlyFans and YouTube are not that different, because it's like, once I've seen your holes, that's fine. It's sort of like the same thing with us with comedy. Like once I've heard your material, okay, what else?
Yeah.
Right. And it's so like, you very much need, you know, I think if you're going to be a successful OnlyFans, like, and I'll just say this, I said this to Candace on her own show, so it's not super creepy, but like,
I keep thinking you're talking about Candace Owens. Like,
no.
That's my default Candace.
I like that you think that I could come to Candace Owens anyway.
If you had gun to your head, I think you could do it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's not disgusting.
Maybe on like a straight hair day, you could.
No, actually, the straight hair is what bothers me. It looks Her straight hair looks prosthetic. I can't stand it.
Oh, okay.
It's so bad. It like is straight out of 1959. That literally looks like how black women used to do their hair pre-civil rights, so that they like looked like they belonged at white colleges.
I think Candace Owens is beautiful.
When her hair is up, she's sexy. When it's down, no, it's bad.
Okay.
And I'm not saying she's unattractive. It's just, you know, I don't think any woman could probably get any jizz out of me anytime soon.
She is. I think she is absolutely a net positive. You know, people hate her, people love her. I think overall.
Yeah, I just one thing I don't like is when people clutch to party beyond reason, and she does that pretty often. Where it's just like. And she's also sort of like puritanical in a way that I can't stand. Same thing with Shapiro.
She's also the last person you want to have an enemy of because she will fucking murder you.
Oh, yeah. You saw what she did to Nicole Arbor.
Oh, yeah.
Nicole Arbor thought she made a friend and was in a safe place, and she got massacred.
Yeah.
And literally on her show, Candace Owens was like, "Don't ever come for me, bitch." And I was like, God damn.
I won't.
This shit just went Real Housewives real quick.
Oh, yeah. Ken Ivory says Chappelle had millions when he walked away. Just saying. True.
Yeah, some millions, but nowhere near what he deserved for the amount of money that show had already banked.
Honestly, Oracle, we were all leftists in our younger years. It's like the fucking default setting. Like, I was super lefty.
Yeah, but where Candace sort of lost me was when she was on Joe Rogan and she was like vehemently denying climate change, even when she had no facts or reasons to back it up. And it's like, now you're just clutching to party. Like, that's what politicians do.
Okay.
Like, we all agree that the problem with politicians is when somebody goes, "Isn't this clearly bad?" And they just go like, "Well, I don't think you see it the right way. Let me weave a web of lies and nonsense to where you believe you're stealing money from the American people, you fucking criminals."
Right. If somebody asked me what I thought of climate change, I'd be like, okay, in the years I've been alive, I don't think climate change has been as much of a thing. You know, some years are colder, some years are warmer. I don't know. I'm kind of more worried about my bills right now. And, you know what I mean? Like, I don't use single use fucking, flossers. Okay. Like, you know?
Yeah. The bottom line is the bottom line is the only way we stop the problem with carbon emissions is nuking China, because China has more fucking. They are the worst offenders. So before everyone having an electric car in America would not shave an inch off of what China's contributing to the world's climate. So you can nuke China or you can shut the fuck up. Those are your two choices, really. The fucking ice caps will melt before China mandates electric cars.
The best example I could think of was single-use floss.
And by the way,
I did it. We have a celebrity. Hold on, sorry to yell. We have a celebrity coming in last minute. Pete Davidson, but less crippled. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, how are you guys?
Oh my God, Crip! I'm so excited that you're gonna do the show with me on May 27th. It's gonna be fucking epic.
Yeah, no, I'm super fucking excited. I haven't done anything since the Compound Media show.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You're gonna be perfect. Yeah. And I checked, and the venue is like they're fucking up to code on their shit. So.
And that's weird because I'm so used to everybody just being like, crippled people go places. Why?
Look at you, and you got a haircut. You look fucking awesome right now.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I was trying to look fancy because I heard we were talking about fucking Candace Owens, and I was pumped about that.
Yeah, we were also talking about Bill Burr sort of meekly coming out and defending Gina Carano like a year too late. And just overall, like, do you feel like comedians have a duty to push the envelope ahead of protecting their bag? Or do you feel like, you know what, it's like any other job. You can go as hard as you want or as soft as you want. Like, it's up to you.
I mean, I guess the real answer is hard for me to say because who the fuck am I, to tell you how to do comedy? But I think that anybody worth their salt is unapologetic for what they do, and you don't always have to push the envelope to be funny. But I think that the way I like comedy, it always makes me get to that point where I shouldn't laugh at this.
Dude, BK, tell me when and where Burr defended Gina a year ago. Literally, like, tell me exactly where to find this.
Also, I love that move when somebody comes on your show and goes, "Do research." How about you do research? I'm doing a show.
Once you fucking do your show better, bro.
Go listen to a better show then, I guess, is my recommendation.
Yeah. And I know what he's talking about. He did the same shit a year like listen, man, like, you know, I don't like it. I don't agree with it, but it's not my fight, you know.
Yeah.
I'd go up to bat for her. She's great.
She's
Gina's
awesome.
Gina's the best. Gina's the best. And I literally, I mean, I came out guns blazing. It was like if Favreau and Bill Burr have any balls, they'll threaten to quit unless they bring her back.
Yeah.
And
that would be cool. That would be really cool if they
if
did that.
if one fucking famous person ever did that when something like this happened, it'd be the last time it ever happened.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Unreal.
You're uneducated and do some research. Dude, if you're looking for an educated show, you've come to the wrong place.
This is where I get most of my knowledge, actually.
Yeah, I have a PhD in being me.
I feel like I think of my best bits in the shower. I don't know about you guys, but earlier today when I was showering, I was thinking somebody called me a misogynist the other day, and I was like, I'm not a misogynist. I love the poorly educated. I just couldn't help but think back to that Trump
or like,
line.
I'm not a misogynist. I'm not a misogynist. I hate touching people.
Yeah, it's just ugh.
I like that one.
Like, make it about massaging. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill myself now.
No, you're good. I was, I don't know if you saw, but I was like fucking harassed like crazy because I pissed off and it feels so cringy to say out loud, but really it was like self-proclaimed radical feminists. Like they fucking hated me.
What did you say? How did you piss them off?
All I did was I made a little meme, a little haha.
Let me find it. Is it recently?
Yeah, well, you actually retweeted. It was that picture of Joe Biden and AOC, and I just put the Brazzers logo on it.
That was so good.
It was a symbol. It took me no effort to make, and there were so many women that were pissed off at me for that.
I think Crip Daddy should be the test for how woke and inclusive women are. Like, if they're not willing to shove their face in your crotch and their pussy in your face, they don't get to count themselves as woke and inclusive.
That's the sacrifice I'll be willing to make.
I think that has to be the rule. Like, oh, you're for everybody then. Then you got to go smash holes with this dude. Go ahead right now. Should prove it.
Speaking of smashing holes, can you explain this? What is this? Oh, God.
Oh, that's what vaginas look like.
Maybe after you come in one.
Maybe in Uganda. Jesus.
Exactly.
Ew.
That was me after Candace Owens.
I'm looking for your
I love that one.
I'm looking for your thing you made.
I'm gonna say proceed with caution because I don't remember everything I post.
Oh, the last time I scrolled through Twitter, I literally showed a dick.
That's fucking great. That's fucking great. The I tried tweet is fucking great. That's amazing.
It was bad. I just yelled.
Did you have? I would love to interview the PA who had to rig that noose up.
That was me and my brother.
Oh, you guys set it up together. A family affair.
Yeah, no, we did it right in front of my mom.
Yeah, was she cool with it?
I mean, it doesn't. Nothing surprises her anymore.
Well,
at this
that's
point.
good.
I pretty much ruined every chance of hope.
Crip, what's the craziest or like most embarrassing or least appropriate thing your mom has like seen you do or heard you do or like most cringy for her?
That is real hard to say. There's so many. There are ungodly amounts of stories. I mean, there's a stereotypical. She walked in on me eating pussy once.
How? What position were you in? Was she just on top of you?
Yeah. I love when people sit on my face. That's my shit.
I don't know other position. I don't know his life. I don't know what he's doing.
I have a whole sex swing thing. It's a fucking. I just upside down like Spider-Man.
I imagine Crip has in his room. You know the chairs that they lower disabled people into the pool with. I imagine you have one of those, but like you lower onto your own bed and shit. Like,
I used to have one at my old house, and yeah, we used to fool around with that for sex. when I didn't need
Fucking
to.
awesome. Every time I sit on one and I try to like press the go button, it never turns on.
Well,
Probably because you need a key.
You probably need your nipples out to turn it on first.
I'll just turn it on like with my nipple.
Yeah,
I'll try
exactly.
that next time.
There you go.
Yeah.
What was the most surprising thing about your mom walking in on you eating pussy? That you were feeding yourself for the first time ever, or
Exactly. Yeah, she was like, "I'm just."
She's
glad
like,
to see-"
it's just a pleasure not to have to do the airplane sounds when I fly it in for him.
God, does she do the airplane sounds when she sits on your face? Like, open the hanger.
It's,
Oh,
it's the only way I can come.
Oh,
We're having fun.
so
fun
good.
here.
It's the best. I was bummed that we couldn't make it work for the end of June. I haven't announced that yet, but I think we're going to announce that.
Don't you have a big announcement you're going to do?
The big announcement is about something at the end of June we were trying to get Crip Daddy on board
transitioning.
with, but it didn't pan out for him. So
Oh yeah.
we'll
Are
have
you
to-
going to announce it or not? What the fuck?
I'm
man?
gonna wait. I was gonna wait. So you want me to do it now?
You teased it.
Okay. Well, the first ever censored TV live show will be in Orlando, Florida on June 25th.
Wow, that's my sister's birthday.
Yeah. So tickets will probably go on sale this week, and the venue will not be announced until the day of the show.
Why? So they can't cancel you?
No, so that the wrong kind of people can't plot to show up and ruin our day.
We're doing it
Good
at the
idea.
Capitol building. We're doing it again, baby.
Yes, we're doing
Yeah.
it. Yes, we're doing it at the Washington Monument.
Let's have like a crippled January 6th, like with only disabled people. Because
Oh,
then
so-
what are you going to do?
So
You know?
Louis J. Gomez is going to be there.
Yes.
I'll see Gino there for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gino's great, and Gino stuck up for me when this Bobby guy was talking mad shit and continues to talk shit. I don't know why. I've been nothing
what
but
is
nice
it?
to this guy. Been nothing but nice to this fucking guy. So I don't know what's going on with him. And you know, Gino definitely proved that he's like fucking ride or die. He was shouting me out on another show he did. He's like, yeah, Chrissy fucking brought me to her fucking content house. She brings me on these other podcasts. Like she introduces different audiences to me. You know, he like gets it. So, and she's like nobody does more for Compound Media than Chrissy does of promoting them. And like who else, you know what I mean? Like who else is fucking going on other platforms promoting the network? Like I don't know. I feel like I'm a big cheerleader for Compound.
No, you
Yeah,
definitely
and the
are.
whole like content house, like nobody was stopping Gino or Anthony or anybody else from putting that together for the last 5 years.
I don't think it occurred to anybody. It's just
Right.
like, yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, man. I don't. There are a lot of people in the business who are eating things they didn't kill themselves. You're not one of them. And I just thought that was.
I love that phrase.
I just think that was like that just looks like bitter, jealous, cunty.
And here's the thing, like honestly, you're not even every comic. Like you are not in competition with anybody. Even with someone who you think has a similar whatever brand to you, you are in competition with nobody but yourself from a fucking year ago. Like look at your shit from 1 year ago, 2 years ago. Stop fucking around. We all get jealous of other people, but like use that, take those feelings and make them productive. Stop being a little bitch. Stop wasting time talking shit on social media and on podcasts. It doesn't count for me because I'm defending myself, but like you know what I mean? Just take those feelings and work harder with them. Don't talk shit with them. Just be fucking productive. I don't know.
Like I don't know. And Donovan, maybe you can chime in on this, but it's like,
Yeah.
if I never performed again in my life, I would still get joy out of thinking of jokes and making myself laugh. So even if that's all I ever did with it, I would still get a ton of joy from it. So the fact that alone does not bring people joy to the point where like the success and everything else isn't secondary, you're probably doing it for the wrong reasons in the first place. So like if you're more worried about how many eyes Chrissy gets on a YouTube stream than you are about writing really funny shit or making really great shit, then I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, personally, I'm just in it for the drugs and pussy, but you know, what you guys said is cool. I like it. I think that sounds pretty dope.
Dave Phillips thinks you should do a Cripsurrection. It's a great idea.
I've been there too many times. That's the name of my porn, actually, that I need to get out.
SB, I just heard on Twitter that the show You Are Here with Elijah is canceled. Is that true? I have not seen or heard of that. I mean, I knew it was on a hiatus, but SB, tell me where you saw that. And because I was looking at Elijah's feed, I haven't seen anything. I'm doing a great job of keeping people abreast of what's going on. So, who knows? Oh, here we go. Quick question for Donovan from my boobs. Normally, I would not entertain a non-super chat question, but this is boobs. So, question for Donovan. What does he think he'd be doing if there was no internet?
Oh, Jesus Christ, right? Fuck. I had a gay phase where I wanted to get into the film industry. I like movies a lot.
Okay.
So I thought maybe about doing like writing shit, maybe, but then the internet happened and I just became a fucking little degenerate.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I would be working with animals, and nobody asked what I would be doing, but definitely something with animals. Or there's even a timeline where I become like a kindergarten teacher.
I can see you being you have big kindergarten teacher energy.
Thank you, because I know my colors, I know my shapes.
Mm-hmm.
You just tell kids
far as I'm concerned, there's two colors. There's whatever that chocolate one is, and then there's the Lord's white.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what I would be if I wasn't a comedian. I don't know. Fat still.
Yeah, I'd probably be dead.
I think I'd be I think you know what I would be. We came up with this like a month ago. I was watching Dave Portnoy's pizza reviews. And every time he'll go into like
still doing those?
Yeah, he'll go into like a mom and pop pizza place in Philadelphia. And every time there's like the daughter of the guy who owns the pizza place, I'm always like, she's hot. And she's not ever really hot. She's probably like a 7.
Yeah, it's pizza pussy. It just looks better.
It is.
Like,
and because she's got like a nice face and a little bit of flour on her tits, like she might as well be a 13 to me. And then my girlfriend goes, wait a minute, do you like me because I look like the daughter of a guy who owns a pizza place? And I was like, yeah, I guess I do. And then I was like, and she's like, so in an alternate reality, you just be the husband of the daughter of the guy who owns the pizza place? And I was like, yeah. And I would work Wednesdays and Fridays and, give the father time off and hope to inherit his business someday.
Yeah, pizza goggles.
Dude,
That's me.
I swear to God, I have a friend who strictly dated a girl throughout high school because her dad owned a pizzeria and he was just in it for the pizza. He flat out was like, I felt no romantic feelings whatsoever. We just got pizza whenever I wanted.
That makes sense. I dated a guy in high school for a good 7 months because he had a big trampoline in his backyard.
That's awesome.
Jay Harkinish, if you're out there, sorry. That's the truth.
Yeah, I just love the idea that I would just be arguing with a Daniela, like, your father doesn't know what he's doing about the business, all right? If he just turned it over to us already, we'd be fucking millionaires.
It's like Succession, but with fucking pizza.
Just with a pizza place, yeah, that has no hope of expansion.
Oh my God, me and Frank have been doing keto for like 2 months. We haven't had pizza in like, at least 2 months, or like fucking dying for it. We both masturbate to like photos of pizza.
Have you had
I do that pizza? And I'm not keto.
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, it definitely works.
I was really fucking high one morning and I wanted my mom to put me in a pizza and she was like giggling about it the entire time. And I was wondering why. And she gave me, she always gets like different brands. So like, I'll just eat whatever. But I was so out of my mind, like just high and hungry that I ate it without questioning anything. And she was just like mad at me. And I was like, why are you mad? She was like, cause you were supposed to be upset. I was like, why? She was like, that was like a cauliflower crust pizza. It was like a keto pizza. I was like, yeah, no, it tasted like shit. But like, I was so fucking hungry.
Just so you know, when the FBI shows up at your house, it's because I've reported your mother for Munchausen by proxy.
Dude, if it wasn't for me being high, I would have been pissed.
Oh my God. Somebody asked what my favorite pizza is. my favorite pizza is Artichoke Pizza in the City. Does a really good margarita slice because it's the size of your face. I love a margarita. Yeah, that's probably my. And then after that, like a classic, fucking cover it in like the good pepperoni, the one that curls up on the ends.
Yeah.
And it's got like a little puddle of oil in each one. Yeah,
That's good. Like the little pepperoni cups.
that's what I fucks with. Yeah, David McCain. I like cake. Good for you.
It's a good. This is a good spend of $5.
Pena, I don't think I missed your super. Let me scroll back. Squirrel. No, I didn't miss it. Yeah, we don't know what's going on with You Are Here. I think I got it. I think let's see it. Who else can we talk about? Yeah. People like, I don't know. I just noticed like particular trolls, and I'm just like, why don't you? And all these trolls, they say, oh, why don't you write a joke? Why don't you stop streaming? Yet they're literally saying this while on a podcast. You know, so it's like you're a fucking hypocrite, man. Like you are literally doing. We're all doing the same shit. The podcast helps to bring people to the stand-up shows. The stand-up shows help you sell merch and albums and whatever. It all, everything circle jerks itself. So I don't know. I just think it's a waste of time to be jealous, but not altering your output or your, I don't know, your habits, I guess.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's kind of that same mentality in like the YouTube shit, like that community, because it's a lot of people being vindictive and fuck him, fuck you, but then like almost fake nice to each other.
And it's people,
dumb.
It is dumb. It's people going, oh my god, she's doing one night here and one night there, and then like you look at their schedule and you're like, oh, you have no dates currently, so these people have no right to talk shit.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and it's also like, I don't know. People shit on me for not having dates, and I'm like, yeah, I'm getting the hour ready. Like, yeah, there comes a cycle in between doing material where you're like, I don't want to go tour right now. I don't like my shit.
Right.
I think you're allowed to not like your shit. I think to gratuitously go out and go like, hey, remember when you saw me last year? It's the same shit. Like,
right. Yeah.
Gross.
Not gross.
No, like it was even more of a nightmare for me because like I'm still relatively new at performing live, and like the first time I really did like a big any sort of show was opening up for Stanhope, and I went into that completely just a virgin, and he was like, do you want to do it? And I said, yeah, sure. And I was
how
so
did you
anxious.
find him, or how did he find you?
That's a really good fucking question. I've always liked Stanhope since like I was in middle school because I was into comedy, and then started making comedian buddy friends on the internet, and I think it just trickled down, kind of people sharing shit. And he saw one comment I made, and he laughed his ass off about it. It was like, okay, you should do this. And I was too anxious to ask him, like, how much should I write? Like, how much material should I do? So I just kind of wrote until I was like, this is good, I think. And I show up there, and he was completely chill and cool and nice. I did my set, and I was fucking ready to blow my brains out because of how anxious I was. But I felt I did good, and he said I did all right, and I did good. So everybody there was cool.
The clip
about
I
it.
saw was fucking hilarious. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. This is somebody who's been talking a lot of shit about me lately. Like, we'll do whole podcast episodes behind a paywall, literally about me. But you go to his tour dates and whoop up, nothing. But we've got plenty of past shows to go to, just nothing coming up. So it's like,
I just want to say, anytime you're up there and you doubt yourself and you're wondering, like, is the material good enough? Are people going to like me? Just remember, Crip Daddy, no matter how hard you try, you'll never be a woman.
Oh.
You know what? And that's what gets me
unless
through
you
it.
transition. Stanhope is an awesome guy. Like, yeah, I was opening for him at Foxwoods in Connecticut, and like he knew that I wasn't vaxxed, and I was like, he's like, "Oh, you don't have a card though?" I'm like, "No, I don't." And like we devised this whole plan, like if the stage manager were to come in and ask for it, that I would just be, he's like, you could go to the bathroom, or you could start crying, or you could just talk about your period. Like we were devising like just distraction techniques. And,
in case the passport Gestapo started to come through.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But it ultimately, like, nothing ever happened. Like, the guy did come in, and we ended up asking him, like, who was the biggest pain in the ass ever to perform here? And I think he said Amy Schumer. And who was the other one? Paul Oates. When we were at the Foxwoods at Stanhope, we were talking to the stage manager. Paul Anka was the biggest dick.
Oh.
So
yeah, that makes sense.
From Ev, Chrissy, what's your celebrity threesome? You plus 2 celebrities. Yes, I know what a threesome is.
I think that was a passive aggressive way of saying you're not one of the celebrities.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wow, thanks, Ev. Thanks for letting
Fucking
me know.
dickheads.
Me plus 2 celebrities. My celebrity threesome. Okay, this is a good question.
Would it be 2 guys, and why are you gross?
Oh man, this is this is hard because you can't do it. You can't pick on looks alone, because threesomes, again, ultimately come down to, are you able to compromise? Again, like me and Josh mentioned before, enthusiasm. Are you a team player? And I don't know. I can't discern any of those traits from celebrities. I don't know them personally. Like, yes, you could be shallow and pick just based on looks, but ultimately when it comes to a threesome, you have to know about those other qualities in somebody. Are they
I didn't even know there were rules.
They're not rules, but like I've been in a couple, and I know that it's not just about like, oh, this hot idea. It's like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts, but clearly this person doesn't want to hear about that. The celebrity threesome. God, who
There
wants to
better
have
be a black person.
Who wants to have a threesome with a celebrity though? That sounds like. How about I'm gonna pick Josh, Denny, and Crip Daddy. That's my celebrity threesome.
Wow.
Yep. That's my celebrity threesome.
I can't imagine.
We're both gonna sit on Crip Daddy's face until he passes out.
Well, the weight of mine will crush it. The weight of mine will either kill him or bring him back to life. I don't know which one it'll be.
Channing Tatum and Elsa Jean is a close second.
That's a solid answer.
Demon Knight. Chrissy, when you going to visit Southeast Wisconsin, F. Appleton and them up there? What? McHenry's right there, asshole. Come to the McHenry show on May 27th.
It's literally just it's even closer than Chicago. So you might as well.
See, you might as well.
Yeah, let me paint the picture of what a threesome with us would look like. One of us is going to need a machine to mash his flaccid penis into your body, and then the other one of us is in that chair.
Dude, I'm set. I'll bring my vibrator. I don't care who's involved. I'll be good to go.
Do you have a vibrate setting on that thing?
Yeah, I have it implanted in my dick.
Nice.
Wow.
Fucking Tony Stark's over here.
Yeah. Fucking Crip Daddy probably has an Alexa in his deck. He's like, Alexa, get hard.
Alexa, don't come yet.
Yeah.
Don't.
Alexa, rotate.
Yeah, no. It's like that fucking jackrabbit dildo, but in my penis. It's so scary. Those things are terrifying.
See, here's Venti and Zia, 2 of my girlfriends. Zia, I would absolutely pick for a threesome. Venti, I don't think she's experienced enough. I think Venti would not be into the idea of a threesome. So she wouldn't be enthusiastic.
Yeah, Venti seems a little too prudish for that, but Zia seems like she'd be fun.
But that's why it's so hot.
You have the whole against their will thing?
No, I agree. It's not.
Yeah. Listen, Crip Daddy, that's only because you know that if you ever go to prison, you'll have your special own little prison, and the rest of us are in fucking Gen Pop.
Yeah, you're never going to suffer. You don't know struggle.
Yeah, black guys aren't going to take you out of the chair to rape you in prison.
Thank God.
Meanwhile, they're just going to have me dressed up like Paula Dean screaming the N-word at them while I make them cornbread and suck their dicks.
You say that like that's a bad time.
No, I didn't say I would be upset with it.
Yes, Venti is wife material. Somebody better wife her up.
Yeah, Venti definitely strikes me as like Hampton's wife material, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Like she seems like she'll get married and then ride off in a carriage. And I mean
Yeah.
all this in the nicest way. It's not intended
The
to
most
be. There's no
respectful.
shade at all. Yes, she just
She's
seems like a
fucking
classy chick.
Yeah, she's not gonna eat a butthole. She's classy.
Yes, yeah. I don't even think she'll eat pizza off of a street cart. So
No, I don't see that either.
not my vibe.
Yeah.
I-
Oh,
I
Deb,
need a
Deb
girl that
wants
eats
to
butt,
Elsie and Gigi. Eats a butt. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. No, but I was saying this when I said earlier. We got derailed when I kept saying Candace, and you thought I meant Owens. I meant Horvath.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I was like so much about like what keeps people coming back to her. She just has like a good energy and like a good vibe.
She is salt of the earth. Yeah, she is a genuine person.
But that's also sexy.
That's how you know she's eaten butt before. You know.
Yeah.
That's a real person right there. Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something, it's so when you get to be our age, man, it's so much about like personality and energy.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And does your dad own a pizza restaurant?
Right.
That's the most important thing.
That's the most important. You could honestly have a shitty. I expect you to have a shitty attitude. You've been working them long Friday hours since high school.
Yeah, you got fucking calluses on your pizza hands.
Yeah, you just like Brittany didn't come in for a shift today again.
So the Lauren Southern and Zia again. Zia is a clutch person to have in a three-way. Lauren Southern, like she's very pretty, but again, I don't know about her enthusiasm in a threesome situation.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, and I could picture her strapping it up and giving it to you, but
she would definitely.
She'd have a little. She has a little bit of a. If you ask me, like who's like a secret dominatrix.
Yes.
The other one I think that would have good energy if now we're all like the people that are in the Chrissie sphere.
People that we all know. Yeah.
Savannah Hernandez, I think, would have like bubbly energy and would be.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Fuck you, you fucking asshole."
Yeah, I dig that.
And then Brittany would be like, "Burp."
Yep.
SB, how did Frank react when you told him you had a threesome? I told my girlfriend I had one and she thought I was a freak or gay.
Well, you can't have it with two dudes. Obviously, she's going to be concerned about that.
If you fucked around with another dude. That's
you made a girl watch you fuck a guy, dude? Ew.
Well, it depends how much you do. I mean, is it an Eiffel Tower situation? Is another guy just around or are you fully involved? There's a range of activity.
Let me tell you something. If there's another guy at my three-way, he's going to be fucking the chick while I play Madden in the other room.
Yeah, no one's going to love two dicks, same hole. Frank knows that I have had some threesomes. I would say largely the threesome experiences I've had, they were is overrated. I don't think I've had that many to be like, I'm a threesome expert. But, one was like a couple of guys who were younger. They were both like 26 years old and they were like kind of getting combative and competitive with each other. And I'm like, okay, well, this is like ultimately like the focus was never on me in any of these threesome situations. It was like
just trying to outdo the buddy.
Ultimately,
that's what it is to be a ginger in the room, isn't it?
It's evolved into like a lot of work for me in every situation. I was like, I have to deal with people's emotions. I have to deal with the woman in the relationship because she's the fucking linchpin of this whole thing. I gotta keep these two friends from fucking beating each other down from competition. It's like it's a lot of human relations. It's a lot of
here's what I'll tell. Here's how I just thought of this, and it might be the most genius thing I've ever thought of. Here's how you audition somebody for a threesome. Invite people over to your house for dinner and don't have everything on the table. And if the woman or guy can get up from the table and get their own drink or whatever in your house, that person will be fun in a threesome.
Yes.
But if they sit around and they go like, I don't know where it is. Well, I don't know where any of your stuff is but versus the chick who's like, versus the chick who just gets up and goes, are your cups up here? I'll just grab, it's right up here. And you go, that's the girl.
You know how a fucking kitchen works. You know where things might be.
Yeah. So like that's, you want somebody who can like figure it out for themselves.
Yes. Of course.
Yeah. You don't want somebody who's going to sit around and just be like, I
this is how I know this person doesn't know me. If a guy was nice and respectful, Chrissy would never give them the time of day. Girl, you don't even know. You don't even know. You don't know the depths of my low self-esteem. My below sea level self-esteem. But yeah, I would say if you're like listening and you're like, oh, I haven't had a threesome, but I've always they're honestly fucking overrated and a lot of work, and it's a lot of emotional maintenance. Unless you're like, I don't know, maybe if you're in a scenario where like you're the dude and like you're with two very empathetic, enthusiastic women, then yeah, you'll have a blast. But like,
I haven't met.
was fun.
I haven't met
Yeah.
two women I'd hire to work at a Kinko's, let alone to have sex with me at the same time.
Yeah. It's just like I've never been in a threesome where I've been like, oh, it feels like my birthday. I've always been like, okay, who's about to cry? Who's about to fucking deck someone? How can I like maintain the emotional situation?
Dude, I can't even imagine. Like, I've had conversations with like female friends of mine over the past month where it's like you're literally like 2 sentences in and they just start crying because you're asking them about how their life is going, and you're like,
oh, that's like my sister.
could you fucking imagine being around one of these all day? I mean, the gays have it right, man. Ugh.
Just get in, get out.
Just crying about. I mean, like, dude, I literally don't think I could ever be with a woman under the age of 33 ever again.
You're a grown ass man.
It's just like, it's like they cry if their fucking mail gets dropped in the grass. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but anyway, the point is, don't feel bad if you haven't. They're largely overrated.
Yeah, 3-ways. Man.
Yeah.
Also, anybody with $200 can have one.
Yes, go to a strip club and just tip well, and you'll have a better time. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the funniest stories ever from when I was driving. So there was 2 stories back in the day. I told one on Nikki Glazer's Not Safe, and it never aired, but it was about taking a retarded kid to a prostitute at 3 a.m.
Awesome.
But I used to drive strippers home all the time, and one of the funniest things I ever heard was a stripper was like, these fucking Armenians come in and they're like, they think they're gonna fuck for like $100, and it's like, yo, I don't fuck for $100. It's at least 200. And I was like, that's not a high enough jump. That's not a high enough jump. She was so offended by the 50% reduction in her value.
Oh.
And she's like, I don't even start to talk about fucking until we get to like 200. I thought she was going to say like $1,000. She's like 200. I was like, wow, I think I have that on me.
And then you did fuck her. That's a cool thing.
No, I wouldn't risk my Uber rating dropping some dick on a customer like that. She'd fucking 1-star me and my meal ticket would be gone.
No way. She'd 4-star you.
Yeah, she'd be like, it was okay, but like
you're decent.
My favorite
his the air freshener gave me a weird reaction, so I have to take a star off for that.
He didn't offer me a small water. 2 stars. The best strip club experience I've ever had was when I was with Frank. We went to Utica, literally a $40 lap dance with this girl. She had short blonde hair. She had piercings in her back. She gets on my lap. I'm like my arms are around her. I'm literally feeling like her back. I'm thinking like, oh my God. I'm like a supportive aunt. I'm like, oh, do these piercings get caught on your clothes? Like, is it hard to like, do you have to avoid certain items? Like, and then she's like kissing my neck, and then she starts going down on me, and then I'm like just holding onto my chair, like, like just quietly screaming. And I was like, this is the best $40. $40 goes a long way up in Utica.
God damn.
It really does.
Oh,
she's like, and then she whispers in my ear. She's like, I'm bisexual. I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you should try strip clubs in like the rural Midwest, like Wisconsin or North Dakota or whatever.
They're pretty great.
Man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Crip Daddy's like, I know.
Awesome.
Aren't they great? Yeah. You know why? Because they're not women who've like seen the road. They're just like, oddly enough, they're like 19 and 20-year-old chicks who think they've found the trick in life. So they're not like smashed and withered by life yet. Like they're still stripping with hope in their eyes. Like I'm gonna be a millionaire because men are dumb. And you're like, oh, honey, I see you going home with the security guard. Like you don't realize what your life is yet. That's cute.
Yeah. And my cousin's doing pretty well.
She's a stripper?
Your cousin?
Yeah.
Or a security guard?
Both.
She does. She strips and she's her own security.
Oh my God.
That's
Wow,
what they
she's
have at the
Awesome.
black clubs in
double
Atlanta.
threat.
Yep.
Strippers are their own security.
And you know what it is? When a stripper sees a woman, they're so happy to see a woman. Like they just get excited, and it's like such a novelty for them because they know, oh my God, this person's not gonna try to rape me. How exciting!
Yeah, they're not gonna have more dick bruises in their thighs from that dance. And if they do, props to that lady.
Yep.
Yeah,
She
but
tricked
like
everyone.
Sometimes I've been to a strip club where I'm just like, I'm just like, oh, I really love this song, or I'm like, oh, I really love your outfit. Where'd you get your shoes? And then I'm talking their fucking ear off, which is not good for anyone's boner. I'm like, oh, can we go to brunch? Like I fuck it all up. I forget why we're there.
Strip clubs got ruined for me because when I was like 20, when I first started doing stand up, so how old was I? 23. I was like 23. I started dating this girl that was like, also before I did comedy, I was like in a metal band, and all my buddies are metal band guys. And so all the girls that hung around our friends were all like tattooed metal chicks. And there was this one who was like definitely the hottest of all of them. And she had probably fucked all my friends, and I didn't care because I was just like, she's a 10. And if I can get her just by being funny, then I win. And I fucked around with her for like a month or whatever. And she had, but she was she was like a house mother at the strip club in Minneapolis, which is like the girl that all the strippers cry to because she used to be a stripper and now she's like this senior. She's like Red in Orange is the New Black, and they just like she's like, come to me, babushka.
Den
you know
mother,
what I mean?
yeah.
So like.
She's
So
a
just
warm
like
bosom.
seeing it from that side was just like I couldn't like detach to enjoy strip clubs anymore. And her and I broke up because I made fun of the fact that all of the piercings in her vagina sounded like a janitor's keys. She didn't
Like
care for
jangling.
that. She didn't care
Right
for that
one.
joke too much.
No, you don't get to pierce your vagina and not take a joke.
Multiple
What the
times,
fuck?
by the way. Multiple times.
No.
Also,
Crip, do you feel-
also, this is a girl who on the first date was like, listen, I've had a problem with dating guys before with their dicks not being big enough. And I was like, well, strap in because
you're in for a not bumpy ride.
yeah, this is going to be the Honda Civic of fucks that you're about to get.
Crip, do you find it's frustrating? Like, are strip clubs generally, A, are you trying to go to strip clubs? B, do you find like they are accessible to you?
So I've actually never been to a strip club.
Okay,
Not
that's what we're
because-
doing. This
Yeah,
is
that's
what's
happening.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
fly out for that.
happening.
My
This is
God.
happening next month, Crip. We gotta go. Let's go before the show. Let's go at like 6:00.
Wasn't this an episode of Jim
We're gonna
Jeffries'
go-
show?
Yes,
Crip,
it was.
Crip, let's go after the show. I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking around. It'll be a Friday. We'll be done at 9:00, and then we'll go to a strip club. Done.
Yeah, fuck it.
For the whole night. And you should crowdsource it because it'll be the easiest crowdsourcing in the history of the world.
Oh, it very much would.
Not only will you get your dick completely slathered and slobbled, you'll be able to buy a house because
There you
anyone
go.
who doesn't
It's happening.
contribute money to Crip Daddy's first trip to a strip club is a fucking terrorist.
Crip, we're gonna get a stripper to literally like she'll have her hands like on the sides of your chair and she'll like sit on your face while balancing like on your chair. Like, you know, they can do pretty incredible stunts. So
I believe it, and I think the reason it's not like, oh, I'm too scared or nervous. It was literally I think in my head, I built it up so much that if it's anything less than like the most life-changing experience for me, I'm not gonna have a good time, and it's my fault because it just happens that everywhere I go, like I just have life-changing cool little moments because
you're
people
magical.
are like, people are like, oh, the dude's in the wheelchair. We have to make sure he has a whole lot of fun. And it's never something I seek out. It just happens.
All right, it's happening. Guys in the chat, tell us the best strip club in or around the McHenry, Illinois area. And like DM me too. Like I'm planning this. No pressure.
Something tells me you're gonna have a choice.
Yeah, you're gonna have one really good choice.
Okay.
I'm not sure of that.
Uh,
I hear that the ones in Wisconsin pretty lit, but there's got to be something near there that's fine.
have you ever tasted cheese curds?
Yeah, I was just gonna say in Wisconsin they melt them inside themselves before they fire them at
God.
That's a specialty there.
you. Yeah, it very much
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
It's a delicacy.
It's gonna be fun.
I've never been to a strip club, but I've eaten pussy
Fuck,
cheese curds.
we gotta go. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. No pressure, but I'm gonna try to make that happen.
Yeah, you better bring extra batteries, dog.
Oh, I keep strapped with him. It's good.
Yeah, we'll someplace we'll BYOR. We'll bring our own ramp. It'll be fine.
I think we need to get at Elon and be like, build Crip Daddy a Tesla rocket ship.
Yes,
to
a
ride
Tesla
around
wheelchair.
Yes.
Charge it up at night.
But from the Boring Company, so it's just got like dildo fists and flamethrowers attached to it.
Okay.
You need
Sounds
flamethrowers. You need the flamethrowers in case somebody tries to turn the dildo fists
practical.
against you.
Can I trust you guys while I go pee to vamp?
Oh, you can try.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna
100%
plot this
Take good
entire
care.
thing.
Okay. No N-words. Go.
No N-words. Is that the
Hey,
show?
Never mind. I gotta fucking go. Never
Yeah,
mind.
the N-words. What if
Fucking-
there's more than one N-word we could use, Chrissy?
Well,
Like
I can think of three.
Nicaragua,
Niggardly.
Nickelback. There you go. That one's not even the word.
Nope. It's fine. It's a real word.
I feel like that was a challenge. I think she knows us better than to be like, don't do this. See, this is why we would be bad in a three-way, because when the woman goes, don't do this, I think that's when you're supposed to choke her and make her cry.
I do not women not like that because see that's your problem. You only date over 30. Under 30, they love that shit.
That's
They
all.
love
First of all, over 30, they love that shit too.
Okay.
That's all they're about.
Yeah. No. Okay. So we're good.
Yeah. The only reason me and mine don't sleep together more is because I'm not willing to go to jail to have her have a good night. That's
fair.
That's the whole reason. She's like, can't you just violently hurt me? And I just go, no. I don't want to go to prison. It's just that simple.
You gotta loosen up a little bit.
You got to be willing to do 3 to 5 if you're gonna make a woman come these days. That's how it works. Again, you're good to go. Like they're just, because if they show up, you can be like, look, I've been sitting here the whole time. I didn't do shit to her.
No, I've been working on a bit for a while about like I just haven't done it on stage. I might do it like soon. But the whole thing is just like how even if I did somehow manage to work up the ability to sexually assault a woman, I earned it.
It's so true.
That's my court defense. It's like, are you really mad or are you impressed?
Yeah, you're like, either she's lying or I'm fucking amazing.
Yeah, so
take all your gold medals from the Special Olympics and give them to me. Yeah. Oh, what did that slow kid hurl a javelin? Do you see what I just did to fucking Jessica?
I'm trying to be the crippled fucking what was his name? Weinstein.
Oh, there you go. Well, he's stealing your bit. Did you see him in his last few trials? He was like going around with a walker.
That fucking little bit. I don't blame him. I get it. I fucking power to him, but also we caught you slipping. I see you. If I see you out in these streets, Weinstein, it's on sight.
Yeah, you can't just pull out the walker and have a boner like nothing's going on. Yeah. That was like that. Wasn't that at that time that female comedian went like viral for laying into him at an open mic or something?
Yeah.
And I was just like, listen, man, if I got stuck at an open mic with feminist comedians, I would need a walker to continue my life as well. That's only if somebody didn't have a pistol to loan me in the middle of the show. Wouldn't that be the greatest thing to do? Like, if I ever were Weinstein, right? I have to be a wildly successful, sexually predatory producer, it's going to take a lot of work to get there from where I'm at here today. You'll get there before I do. And
I'm already halfway there.
And then what I would love is to like go to some open mic while some feminist comedian just like fucking musters up every bit of courage she has to put me in my place. And then I would blow my brains out in her fucking lap and just be like, live with that for the rest of your life, right? Like as traumatic as whatever happened to you when you were 15 was. What did the quarterback of your high school football team finger you too hard? Ugh.
Yes, actually, yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he was a fullback because I was not.
Yeah, he was.
I was not cute enough to get a quarterback.
You didn't have quarterback pussy back then?
Didn't
One of my,
believe in it.
I think one of my first fingerings. I was 14. It was my first beer. Was an Old English 40, a 40 ounce.
Oh, I thought the fingerer was an Old English. I was
The,
like, oh,
the fingerer.
what did he
was the
sound like?
was the fullback and not attractive. He was literally like the last pick, but that's okay.
It happens.
So what were you guys talking about?
Oh, we were just talking about Weinstein faking disability for
shit.
sympathy.
Hold on, Crip. Okay, let's talk about logistics here. You're obviously not gonna, you're gonna have a crew with you when you come to the show. So would they be okay with you going to the strip club? Could you just say, "Oh, Chrissy's making me. I don't want it. This isn't my idea. It's the fans. Oh, just blame me." You know what I mean? Like, can this logistically work?
Yeah, no, I think on a good scale, yeah, that could work. And it would be a good, fun story.
And you got to film it. You got to film it.
I mean, they're not going to let us film in the strip club, maybe outside.
Not if it's going well. They're not going to let you film.
Okay. All right, let's try though. And
for sure. That'd be fun.
We'll tell your mom. We'll be like, "Oh, nothing crazy is going to happen. We're just going to go." Wait, do you have a girlfriend right now?
Yeah.
Will she be understanding? Just again,
she
blame.
Would be going with.
Will she be understanding?
Okay.
I think everything's on the table.
I don't know. Yes, obviously she's invited, and then of course just blame me for everything. Be like, "Oh, it's Mayer's fault. She's a dumb whore."
Well, she. It's not my fault. My dick got sucked. It's
yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you can control it yourself. It's just she summoned it.
Right.
I couldn't stop her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, cool. I'm excited, y'all.
No, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great. I gotta find a host. I gotta let him know Monday if I'm gonna bring my own host or if I want him to book a host. So, but I have Crip Daddy, so it's already gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be a great show.
It's cold out here. I'm outside right now.
It's not any better here.
You guys are gonna hate me, but it's 86 here.
Oh, suck a dick.
All right.
Would you be so pissed, Crip, if we get to the strip club and you're not the only dude in a wheelchair?
Oh my god, could you imagine? I think
that would be the worst.
It's like that awkward thing.
Imagine it's like fucking wheelchair night. We'd be like, what are the odds?
That would be the most George Costanza thing to ever happen to a man on his way to the strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a fucking episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
great.
When your white fucking football friend invites you to the house party. There's more than one black guy. It's like, hold on.
There's more than one black guy. Yeah, that makes me uncomfortable everywhere.
Yeah, you gotta come on. One of you's gotta go.
Fuck.
I don't even like more than one at McDonald's.
I hear that.
Oh god, that's great. Now I actually have FOMO.
When's the last time you were at a strip club, Josh?
My buddy Richie's bachelor party in 2012.
Okay, so girl, you're due. That's 10 years.
It's been 10 years. Yeah, well, since I've been in the relationship.
Are you in a relation? Would your girlfriend be okay with you going?
She wouldn't care. She'd love it. She'd think it's hilarious.
Would you want to come?
Would she come to a strip? Yeah, she would come.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, she would be fine with it. The idea that other women could find me attractive is hilarious to her. So, no, it very much is. So we went to a Halloween party, like a year or two into dating, and she has these friends that are Persian dudes who are just shredded, and one of them was like,
Persians?
Yeah, and he was like, I'm going to go as a Chippendale. And I was like, I'm also going to go as a Chippendale. And we could be like the Chris Farley, Patrick Swayze thing.
Nice.
And so I went as a Chippendale, and then I started giving lap dances to like young women around the party. And it was a hilarious thing because the hot guy was too shy to give lap dances. And here I am like mashing my tits in 20-year-old girls' faces. It was a blast. I have a photo. I'll see if I can send it to Frank. And he can put
Again,
it.
Bertrand, we need sources. We need details here. To say that Bill Burr defended Gina over a year ago is not enough because we need actual. This is all hearsay.
Nah, dude, I said.
You need to. You mentioned her on a podcast. It's like, no, we need actual.
Yeah, and faggy not attacking her is not defending her.
Right.
You know, which is what I sometimes think these people think.
If he were truly fucking defending her right when it happened, we all would have fucking heard about it. You know what I mean? It would have been news. It would have been on fucking Hollywood and Toto.
Yeah, and you know what defending her would have been? Saying I'm not going back if you don't reinstate her. That's defending her.
Yeah.
It's
sorry.
Saying I don't like that isn't a defense. That's just okay.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the closest thing he got to like defending her, whatever, was like, I don't agree with it, but I'll keep cashing checks.
But
I'm also not going to say or do anything that could jeopardize me.
Yeah. Can't jeopardize the Disney dollars. I've realized make enough to pay your fucking bills. But at the end of the day, for me personally, doing what's right and standing by people who've been good to me is more important to me than making an extra whatever amount of dollars. But you do have to be paying all your bills to get to a place where you can have the luxury of doing that. But Burr
is that how you're supposed to do it?
Burr is he's obviously making great money. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not for make a point yourself into poverty. Obviously pay your bills, but if you can afford to stand up for yourself and others when you can, of course you should.
I missed that memo. I did it. I think I did it a little too early. I got to go.
No, because
I don't know. I've always felt like there's no price point to doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to succeed by doing what a slippery slope that is. You're going to let your friend get fired from a job over some bullshit? What next? Well, I didn't want to let the head of the studio rape that child, but it was either look the other way or, not be a millionaire.
Yeah.
It's that's how far down the line it goes. And then they go, how did everyone know that Weinstein was raping girls for 20 years and did nothing? This is how. Like this. Well, I'm not going to throw my money away to intervene and do the right thing. I wrote a blog on my old site about stopping a rape at a Hollywood party in 2014 in the front lawn where there were 60 A-list celebrities just drinking beers and having a good time, and a girl was getting sexually assaulted in a car in front of this party. Not a single fucking person did a goddamn thing to stop it. And so you got ginger Kevin Smith running up to the car trying to see what the fuck is going on and help out. And everyone else is just well, that guy's the brother of a very famous actor whose other brother is the head of a studio. You can figure out who it is pretty easily. So we're not going to jeopardize our careers and go over and, keep that woman from being traumatized for the rest of her life. And honestly, the only thing that motivated me to do it was just the initial thought of oh, my girlfriend goes to parties like these all the time. I'd fucking hope for God's sakes that somebody would do something. And it's so, I've literally lived through watching these scumbags just look the other way their whole career. And it's I have no respect for them. There's nothing noble about that.
I mean, to be fair, I was there watching, but I just thought it was hot.
Yeah, I don't know if people know this, but Crip Daddy was the vehicle she was getting raped in. So he was the getaway man.
Yep. And then I would have gotten away for it if it wasn't for you.
If it wasn't for those damn kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, when I did this for a storytelling show. This is not happening. It wasn't. This is not happening. But it's just so people could kind of understand the shape of the show. And I said the only thing worse than getting raped by your boss at a Hollywood party has to be getting rescued by someone that looks like me. Seriously, you're just this is God. This is who you send me. This is who you send me.
For a ginger, you're very handsome, Josh.
Yeah, but am I the guy you want in between you and the worst thing that's ever happened to you in your life?
Yes, I would be happy to see your face if
Right.
If it was you or fucking Weinstein's dick coming at my mouth, yeah, I would.
She's like, if there's anybody I know who will take a bite of something to save me, it's this fat fuck.
Again, Bertrand, you're gonna need to show your sources, not just say, "Oh, he defended her." You need to tell me exactly when, where. I need to see timestamps. If you don't give me that, then what you say is meaningless.
Yeah, and again, I'm pretty sure he like pussy defended her.
You
Like,
can't say, "Oh, what a shame." That's not anything.
Yeah, you can't do this Seinfeld like, it's a shame. Mm-hmm. That's not defending somebody.
All right, guys. This was a great stream. I love you both dearly. Tell the good people where they can find you. Crip Daddy.
I usually make jokes about it, but I've been told to stop doing that because I tell people to look up BBC on any porn site, and that's me, all those videos. So you can find me at Young Crip Comedy on Twitter, and that's predominantly where I stay because I don't like dealing with anything else. I fucking don't do anything interesting to take pictures. TikTok is for actual children and women that want to post their ass and show children that, which is weird. So yeah, just on Twitter. Find me there.
Thanks, Crip. I'm so excited for our show next month. It's gonna be great whether we can go to a strip club or not, but I'm really gonna work on that now. Josh, Denny.
People go to joshdennycomedy.com. You can find me at Josh Denny on Twitter, Instagram, although like Crip Daddy, I don't really post a lot of interesting stuff on Instagram. Jankum Podcast on all podcast platforms. Next week, tonight on Censor TV. And stay tuned this week. You'll see it on Get Off My Lawn at some point this week. We'll announce when tickets go on sale for June 25th, Orlando, Florida.
Amazing. Big deal. Amazing. I'm so excited for that first live Censor TV show.
Yeah, there'll be some special guests. But obviously, I think this is the first time Gavin's doing anything publicly for 4 years or something. So
it's time for him to come back out. I'm coming. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, if he ever gives me a hard time, Donovan, I'm gonna sick you on him.
Yeah, I'll fucking kill him.
I'll be like, hey man, what's your excuse? All right.
I'm doing it. Fucking shut up. Quit complaining.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although, with all due respect, I don't know if we have to worry about Antifa showing up to disassemble your chair, but
I wish they would. I wish they would.
Like a race car group of good
They
dudes.
know how to operate mechanical tools. Come on.
No.
Yeah, none of them paid attention in shop class. There's no risk of that.
No.
They'll literally all be on the phone with their parents going like, does anyone know how to disassemble a chair?
Because I got this fucking Nazi. I wouldn't do something.
Oh, I just want to say, Chrissy, I think it's really big of you to have Mike David on the show after all the shit he's talked over the years. And I'm very honored that he was able to just pull his chair up to the desk for us tonight.
I think he's at first I thought he was dead, but then I heard he's hiding in Arizona because Sam Tripoli wants to like fucking fuck him up for it. I guess Mike David showed a picture of Sam Tripoli's like baby girls and said he wanted to rape them, and I was like, wow, that is fucked up and not funny on any occasion. And like, yeah, dude, you have some shit to answer for.
Yeah, I mean, do the bit, but also, you're gonna have to be prepared to get the concert. This is what they always tell us, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's a freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they all say until somebody wants to kick their ass over going too far, and then they're like, "What about free speech, bro?"
Yeah.
This was fun, guys. Yes, May 14th, I will be at Morris Plains at Tiff's, aka the Dojo of Comedy. May 25th, the Vixen in McHenry. Wait, let me wait for it to scroll. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm excited.
St. Louis, Missouri. May 27th, McHenry, Illinois, with Crip Daddy here. And then September 8th in Austin and September 14th in Philly. But we're working on a few more things, so stay tuned, y'all.
Ooh, I might be in Philly in September. I'll have to come see you.
Ooh, yeah. Check out the Chrissie Mayr podcast. Check out the Wet Spot Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern on Compound Media. Check out the Simcast tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your chats and your questions. And thank you, Crip and Josh. Love you both dearly. Until
Thank you.
next time.
See you
Bye.
guys.